Can you hear me now? I thought I unmuted it, but it did not unmute. So hopefully you can hear me now. So I said hello to Rattletrap Fishing, Carnage, Melissa Gill, which is either Macy or Madeline, one of my two nieces. And Carnage, it's good to see you, bud. Rattletrap, I was saying, it's been a while since I've seen you at Gill's Kills Live. Great to have you. I'm glad you stopped by to say hello. You could give me a hand, get this final push to get to 4,000 watch hours tonight. That would be awesome. I only need 30 watch hours. Macy the weirdo. You're not a weirdo. Come on. You're not a weirdo. You are a sweetheart. Not a weird. There we go. I just had to mute that. Get the YouTube version going here. I like to have the YouTube version playing in the background there so that I can tell how clear or crappy the stream is going. So there we go. So tonight, as people filter in, I'll tell this to them as well. But no, you're not weird. Gava Haynes! We're not worthy. No, I'm just kidding. It's good to see you, bud. Thumbs up and a high five. It is always good to see Gaffa Haynes. So tonight, we're going to have a panel, of course, and every once in a while, I'm going to throw a question in there just to kind of ask people and throw people for a loop and make them use their brains and their nougats a little bit and, to answer some questions, like, your favorite dream travel destination. I might ask something simple like that. And it'd be nice to hear from the panel and those of you in the chat to, kind of a nice change of pace from talking about all the negative crap that's going around in the world. That's evident. That's like Limburger cheese, man. So let's talk about the stuff that we'd rather be doing instead, right? I'm game. Let's do it. Excellent. I love to hear that. Please hit the like button and bell. Let the host get to 1,000. Awesome. Yes, Rattletrap, I do need to get to 1,000 as well. Thank you so much for saying that. I do appreciate it very much. Melissa says, I have a question. Why are we? I haven't gotten to it yet. But listen, your cousin, Melissa Macy, your cousin has held me hostage today. Well, of course, I agreed to do it, but he bought a sub for his car, like a sub speaker and an amplifier. And he, and I warned him, he's not going to be one of those guys that go around town through town, but he wanted his sub. So he got his sub, and I've been trying to help him install it today. And then he had to go to work. I let him borrow my car because his car's in the garage. But that's what I've been doing all day today. Just saying. Raven the Blackbird, hello, welcome. It is good to see you. It is good to see each and every one of you. Carnage is saying I'm trying to stay up more. Awesome. I'm trying to do the same thing. I'm getting old. You get old when you start wanting to take naps and stuff like that. I noticed I'm starting to do that more. I don't know. Maybe I just simply need more exercise. Or a stronger, a stronger medication for depression, maybe. I don't know. Just checking my levels here real quick. Levels. The levels are leveled perfectly. B-Lady, hello. Thumbs up and a high five. I hope all is well with you today. Let's see. Oh, she's saying hello to everybody. That is awesome. So, yeah, we've got 8 people in the chat here, guys. Let's go ahead and share it out. I'm going to do it right now. I'm going to do it right now as well. So let me go ahead and share that. I'll share my screen while I'm doing that. What the heck? Here we go. Sharing that screen. Let's get on that share button. Gonna do the sherry thingy. All right. I'm going to start at my Facebook because I have a Facebook account. Here we go. Facebook. Let's have some fun tonight. I want to break out into song after saying that. Wing Chong tonight. Twitter, because I've got a Twitter account. Let's go ahead and do it. See how easy it is, guys. This is awesome. I'm just going to hit that tweet button. Yeah, okay, I got it. All right, lovely. Oh, it's interesting that this came up. Look at that. Of course, I shared it, and there it is. Beautiful. But look at this, guys. I'm hoping that a certain someone comes into the chat tonight so I can wish you a very happy birthday. You know Crystal R5 Adventures? Of course you know R5 Adventures. Not too many people don't these days, but what people may not know is the fact that, excellent, JLA member, hello. Now it's dark. Welcome, my friend, along with, hold on, I'll dial out the high fives in just a moment. But I just wanted to let everybody know that Autumn, her daughter Autumn, which apparently now is taller than she is, it is her birthday today. And she is 14 years of age. And I hope she comes on in and says hello today so that I can sing her a very happy birthday. So congratulations and happy birthday. Welcome to 14, my friend. So let's go ahead and continue here. Now it's dark. Welcome, a.k.a. JLA member. It is good to see you, my friend. Hope life is treating you well. Miss Hopkins 73 stopped in to say hello. It is always good to see you, Miss Hopkins 73. And Faith in the Fallen. Faith in the Fallen, we got to catch up. I miss you. I miss our conversations. We got to catch up. Thumbs up and a high five. You get an extra high five. That's it. High five sandwich. Excuse me. Crazy Ann, great to have you. Guys, for those of you that don't know, JLA member made a really cool video. Recycle Dude, aka the Dude Rocks, asked everyone to create a video about how they feel about me and him doing co-hosting, co-hosting and doing live streams and stuff together. And he was the very first person that popped up and created a video. It was very, very interesting and fun. Let's just say that. It would be hard to beat him, but you guys should try just the same. If you want to post the link for that too, that would be fantastic. Now it's dark. And now that I know it's dark is JLA member, go ahead and add him as a moderator here. Glad to see you get an extra channel too. It's a big step to add an extra channel or create a whole new channel because, as you guys know, maintaining one channel can be challenging in and of itself. But, to create a second channel, it's cool that you're expanding your horizons like that. That is super cool. R5 Adventures, hello! I've been waiting for you, and I didn't wait long. You never disappoint. Thumbs up and a high five. It is good to have you. Let's see. Steinorth, hello! There we go. There we go. It is great to have you here listening, but working in the background. Great to have you, brother. Thank you so much for stopping by. I have missed you. Missed everybody. I haven't had a chance to stream because I've been so damn busy. And now they've got overtime available at work because it's so busy. So it's crazy. Scrapping together. Hello. It is good to see you. Hope life's treating you well today. Melissa, a.k.a. Macy, got a jet ski, went tubing. Me and Madeline yesterday fell off twice, and we sunk. I cried, couldn't breathe, but Daddy took me on the first jet ski ride. Love you. That is awesome. Not the part that you sunk and you couldn't breathe and you cried, but I'm glad you got to experience jet skiing for yourself. That is super cool. Multiple channels are easy. Yeah, I'm a troll, but yeah, trolling multiple channels, but creating multiple channels and maintaining them and creating content and well, you know what I'm talking about. I mean, come on now. Let's see. I will put up a link pretty soon. I promise, guys. I promise. It's just been so long. I just want to talk with you guys for a minute before I get someone else on the panel here. Did I see somebody else showed up? Gemma's Journey Grace. Hello, Gemma's Journey Grace. Thumbs up and a high five. There it is. Great to see ya. Great to see you. So, yes, excellent. So, R5 Adventures, is Autumn in or near you? Or, you know what? You can pop up on the panel for a little bit if you've got a little bit of time. I know that you've been busy or are busy tonight. That was another thing I wanted to tell you guys, is that I don't know if R5 had mentioned this or not, but thank you. It's now dark. Thank you for doing that, posting the link. I made you a mod on that channel specifically so you could do that. Thank you for doing that. But R5 couldn't do it tonight. She had plans. We are going to try to stream tomorrow night instead, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time till probably about 10-ish, if we can do that. So you will not miss your daily or weekly dose of Skillz and R5 Adventures. It will be tomorrow night instead. So with that being said, let me go ahead and post a link. It would be great to see a few of you guys. Have you come on up and talk on the panel again. Haven't talked in ages. There we go. Posted the link. Rock on. Oh, let's see. Give me a second here. Link me. Link me. When somebody says link me, it just, I don't know. It sounds, I don't know. I instantly think of sausage. Whenever somebody says link me, there we go. Jesus Christ. All right. So, geez, we got 3 people already just waiting in the chat. So I'll go ahead and I'll poke a few of you up here. I'm going to slap a few of you into existence. You guys ready down below? Just nod your heads. You see the high five coming, right? No headaches tonight. No brown, black eyes, whatever. Here we go. There we go. Welcome. Raven is not always lost in space. I don't know why, but he is. And then we've got Sir Gaffa. And then we've got the legendary Faith in the Fallen.
Howdy.
Jesus, even when you give us a warning, it still hit me in the head.
Well, you know, I try to, everything here is intense. You know that.
Intense. Didn't have to be painful and brutal. Hey,
I'll
Faith.
work on it, I swear.
Hey, Raven.
It is good to see you guys. How have you been?
Good.
I'm doing okay.
Busy.
Me too. Busy is a great word to use. I got to slap one more person into it, well, 2 into existence. So bear with me just a moment, okay? There we go.
Crystal.
Crystal.
Happy birthday.
What's up? Don't blow my ears out with your birthday.
There we go. I'm going to put you up. So there's the birthday girl right there, which is in
Happy
that picture.
birthday.
You are taller. I didn't know you were taller than your mom.
She's the same height as me. She's wearing cowboy boots.
Oh.
Okay, that's the excuse. I mean, that's true. Okay.
She's wearing cowboy boots.
Well, they don't look like they got that big a heel, do they? Anybody else on the
inch.
panel observe that?
It's got an inch. Don't underestimate the cowboy boots.
I know, right?
Yeah.
I think someone's in denial, but that's okay.
Tell my mom bye-bye.
So I know you probably don't have a heck of a lot of time. If you want, I'll just belt it out and get it over with.
I'll
We'll perforate some
back
eardrums.
this week sometime.
What?
He doesn't make him one right now. He doesn't want one now. He just wanted to know if you had any.
What did she just say bacon?
No, meat. Half pound of meat.
Oh.
What are you spitting out of your mouth, you nasty dog? Oh.
Is my volume down?
Okay, we're good now. I was at my mom's house. We're about to.
No, your volume's fine.
Oh wait.
Hi, Mom. I hope your mom's doing okay.
Yeah, she's doing better. Here, we'll do your daily dose of cute.
Oh.
Can you take one of those cats?
Well,
Don't be showing them to my daughter or my wife because they'll end up taking one, and I don't want any more.
Damn, it's not as if Crystal.
One is staying with us.
It's not as if Crystal wasn't cute enough. We have to see cute kittens as well.
I know, right?
Yes.
And she's got an adorable daughter there, and she's got adorable kittens there.
Yeah, one of them is staying with us. Mike ended up paving.
I just have to turn my camera off to even out the adorable.
So you're really low. So
Oops.
I love the avatar. That's awesome, priceless.
I didn't know that.
So I didn't hear you that well. So you said that Mike took one and left?
No, Mike is caved. We're keeping one of the kittens.
Oh, cool. Awesome.
Oh, he's gonna sing happy birthday to you.
I heard somebody wanted me to do it like all day.
Yes, that's why I said I didn't know if you were gonna go live or whatnot. So I'm like, well, you can call and do the happy birthday. I can't see the chat, guys. If anyone did say anything, I didn't see it, but she says thank you to any happy birthdays that did get said in the chat.
There are a ton. Andrew Fishman, hello. Wilby, hello. Sorry, I get a little squirrel action going on when I see someone new in the chat.
Squirrel.
But yeah, there's a lot of cake and pie and hearts in the chat for you, Autumn.
Yeah, like I said, I can't see the chat because I'm on my phone, but she says thank you.
Oh, you're most welcome. So let me go ahead and feature the crap out of you. Whoosh. Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right. For those of you in the panel and in the chat, please bear in mind that this could get a little bit loud. So if you are wearing headphones, and even if you're not, prepare for some perforated eardrums. And here we go. To the, what, 2-time or 3-time black belt?
Second degree.
Second degree. Yes, sir. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Autumn. Happy birthday to you. Right on. Happy 14th birthday to Autumn. Row. Yeah.
With
Right
the dick
on.
mic and all.
Yes, that. Yeah, that wasn't intended to. Yeah, no sexual references.
Yeah, she wanted you to sing happy birthday, so she was a little bit bummed when I said I was not going live with you tonight because she goes, but then I'm not going to get my happy birthday.
Oh, she was getting her happy birthday. She's one of the main reasons I'm live now. Holy
but
crap.
Yes, we're on for tomorrow. Tomorrow works great.
Holy crap. We got a major storm cell coming in here.
Hey, Ralph.
Ralph Morick, hello.
Hey, Ralph.
They mentioned something about getting hailed tonight.
Let's hope your internet doesn't go out on you.
Hey, Ralph Morix, good to see you, bud. I'm glad Andrew Fishman's here too.
So Crystal, where are you going?
We're at my mom's house right now. She wants to go see the horse, so we're going to see the horse. I'm a little too nicely dressed to go see the horse, but she's gonna go see the horse.
Wow. Usually it's still fairly light around this time of evening. I don't know if you guys can see.
Yeah,
Probably can't see hardly anything, but it is extremely windy out right now.
Same here.
Looks like it's about to pelt us with softball-sized hail.
Oh, you don't want to get hit by one of those. Go, oh, my head!
Yeah, but no, my like it wouldn't get hit in the head.
Kind of like you, Phil Skills. High five. Oh, yeah. Now it's pouring. I hope nobody's windows are down. Melissa? I hope nobody's windows are down.
What?
Are they?
Yes, Carnage. My weight loss
Talking
journey
about
has
the
been going
car.
as expected. I failed miserably.
If the internet connection gets a little glitchy, it is downpouring. I'm pleased they made it too. It's always great catching up with everyone and to get here. Birthday song. Awesome. All right, so I figured I'd mix it up a little tonight. I'm going to ask some random questions throughout the live stream, just to kind of keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? No, don't want it to get too stagnant. I might not do that because I don't know, this might bother people. I don't know, repulse. But I'll ask the question. So, all right. So let's go ahead and ask the first question. What is the one thing? We'll start with the panel and give people in the chat time to type. What is the one thing in your morning or bedtime routine that you cannot give up?
Talking to Bossy.
Okay. So R5 is with talking with Bossy. I cannot give up my coffee.
That was mine.
You cannot give up.
Yeah, I can't give up my coffee.
Coffee in the morning, tea at night for me.
Coffee in the morning, TV at night. Yeah, I watch a little Netflix. It helps me unwind, or Hulu, or whatever the flavor of the evening is. And of course, iced coffee's been up on Sir Goffa's screen since I asked the question.
I talking to Bossy. So that's how I fall asleep.
What about you, Raven?
Mostly,
Autumn's got a
whatever.
routine.
Mostly it's my tea at times, or my cat.
And the other thing I can't give up is YouTube.
Oh,
Right
I have
on.
tried,
who
I have
can
tried.
give up YouTube?
but as I said earlier on in the chat, YouTube is the best medicine for depression.
Keeps you from going crazy at times when you're at home,
Do you want to come
all
say
by yourself, doing nothing at times.
That's right. I was crazy before I started YouTube.
Hey. Sorry. Andy Frischman says clearly coffee. So that would be my morning routine. The coffee kind of jump starts my day. In the evening, I'm going to stick with a little bit of Hulu or Netflix or whatever. That's mine.
Well, I got both Hulu and Netflix, and I watch. And I'm trying to watch. I'm trying to wait for this new Orville to come out.
Did you say Orville, like Orville Redenbacher?
No, Orville.
Orville. Oh gosh, yes. I've been dying to see the next season. Is there any word on when it's going to come on?
Possibly by this fall.
Yeah, this whole COVID-19 thing's probably pushing it back. Yeah, Lucifer. I've been waiting forever for Lucifer.
Okay. I see.
All in the Family is coming June 12th. There's a new season of All in the Family. I'm looking forward to that.
A new version of the All in the Family is gonna suck.
What are you talking
Damn,
about?
you people talking about commercial TV.
No, I'm sorry, not All in the Family. F is for family.
Are you people talking about commercial TV?
Yes.
Yes.
I haven't watched commercial TV since my daughter was born.
Well, see, there's a streaming service called Hulu, Netflix. Some people like to watch too.
My road has turned into a river. Whoopsie.
That's the worst thing, to live next to a road that gets flooded at times.
Scrap Together says Ice-T 24/7. I'll never quit. I'll tell you what. I mean, even if I, heaven forbid, something happened to me and I had to drastically change my diet, I don't think I could get rid of my coffee. I just don't.
What about your soda?
The soda is kind of a different story. I hate to see it go. We've been longtime friends, but if I had to part with Pepsi, I would over coffee for sure. I see R5 Adventures in the basement, but I don't see like a face.
That probably means the camera isn't connected properly.
Possibly, yeah. But you know the rules. I've got to see faces.
Andrew, just to let you know, that's the reason why I now drink nothing but iced coffee, is because I used to drink coffee at night, not quite finish it, doze off, get up in the morning and say, oh, coffee, and drink it cold, and found out I actually enjoyed it better when it was cold, so I started drinking iced coffee.
I love iced coffee. I drink it both ways, but I go to the Dunkin' Donuts, and I got to start making my own. But I love going to Dunkin' Donuts and picking up a $3 and change iced coffee.
Mate, if I could get you a case of this stuff that I drink, I would, and you would be as hooked on it as you are with Pepsi. It is absolutely phenomenal, this stuff.
I really don't drink soda that much, but grape soda, and I cut down a lot on my eating at night. Yeah, that's one thing I definitely got to do too. Joseph Grohl, if I didn't say hello to you, it's good to see you. There you go. Thumbs up and a high five. Everybody.
I'll drink soda at times. Other times I'll drink 1 liter of Pepsi.
Hey, Joseph, again. I've actually increased on my food intake in the last couple of weeks in an attempt to lose weight, because I found that 1 meal a day I was gaining weight. So I thought I'd better eat a few more. So I took that 1 meal and I broke it up into 6, and I have very, very small portions. And it is actually starting to make me lose weight and give me a little bit more energy. So
I don't know how you guys see that.
I don't cut things out. I don't cut out the sugar and cut out the fat and cut out. I just don't care what I eat, as long as I eat small portions of it. I'm happy to go.
That's the name of the game right there. I think it's moderation.
Well, I've looked at a lot of the new fad diets, and 90% of them just say keep eating and your body will keep burning, and then when you're not eating, it'll still keep burning, which is when you start losing the fat. So I'm just going to try it and see how it goes. I just keep eating what I like eating without being too much processed junk.
2 years ago, I used to weigh at 250. Now I'm at 185, 180. Let's see, 189 or
Okay, so that is our fight.
79.
Sounds like she's opening up a bag of potato chips.
It's
I don't know. Is my microphone coming through real staticky for you guys?
Yes, it is.
Microphone's all jinkity jank.
Yeah, I just tried to restart the phone. So I guess it's not wanting to cooperate today, but thank you for singing happy birthday to Autumn, and I will be in the background listening to the stream. Much love, guys.
Oh my gosh. I know you can't see the chat, but Bossy just showed up. Bossy.
Bossy.
Good to see you. Steel Scrap Kingdom, it is good to see you. Thumbs up. Oh, since I've got a decent amount of people here, I might as well let people know. You guys know the fundraiser I did for Steel Scrap Kingdom a little while back, and I sent him the check last Tuesday. Well, he just finally got it on Thursday afternoon. So it took
That's my new bed.
a half for him to get it with the snail mail with the holiday and all the stuff going on in the U.S. But he did get it. I want to let everyone know that. So I want to thank everybody, too, for donating to help him out. It's absolutely amazing what we've accumulated in such a short period of time.
It's amazing. It's amazing the power that YouTube has.
It's true. It really is.
Raven, I need to correct that last statement, mate. That's your cat's new bed. She just lets you share it.
No, that's my new bed.
No. You tell the cat that, because I guarantee she spends more time on it than you do.
It's funny. I've got a cat that loves the dog bed. She'll sleep in the dog bed over her own bed. Of course, she could have our bed. She could have the couch. Doesn't matter. But she chooses the dog bed, and I think it's a dominance thing.
Yeah, it wouldn't piss the dog off if she slept anywhere else.
my cat sleeps everywhere.
I've never owned in my life a spiteful cat. And I don't know if you guys know what I mean by spiteful cat, but like the type of cat where if, you know, the litter box isn't like spotless, it'll shit on your pillow for spite. Like, hey, I couldn't put this in the box, so here it is. You know, kind of that kind of thing. Well, yeah,
my cat will just use the litter box where it's not clean or not.
Well, yeah, but I mean, if the litter box isn't kept up, we find presents all over the house. So, yeah.
I've got two cats. One is dominant, and the other one is, well, I wouldn't say subservient, but more like I don't care. And so,
Whoa!
The dominant one, because we've got two litter boxes. Dominant one will totally cover its scent and pieces all in both litter boxes to get control of them, whether or not they need to be that way. And the other one will urinate and shit on the floor next to it because it just doesn't want to go in there with it.
Well, when we got the second cat, see, we've always had one box, but we've got two levels. You know, we've got two floors, so we always had the one box, and the first cat didn't have a problem with that. Knew where the cat box was, went up there. We got the second cat. Second cat wasn't having that. Had to have one on each level, so we actually had to get a second one. They actually recommend for a house our size to have three.
They won't. We're finding with our two cats, they just will not go to the toilet in the same place. Even when they're outside, one does it in the backyard and the other one does it in the front yard.
Wow.
They just will not do it in the same place. And when they have to, one will do it on the floor in the laundry where they sleep, and the other one will do it in the cat box.
So it's like they get together when we're not looking. They're like, all right, where do you want to do your business? You know, it's like, I'll do it over there if you do it over there. Okay. Yep. Okay. Good.
They're sisters. I mean, they were brought up from the day they were born. They were always together, but they've got to a stage where there's a love-hate relationship. I love to hate you. Go away. Don't come near me. And then they get shoved together at night in the laundry, and they go, "Oh hell, damn! What do we do?"
Oh yeah, yeah. These two cats are the same exact way. And the new cat has gotten to the point where it's no longer afraid of the first cat. because the first cat's very dominant and very territorial and whatnot. And they go at it and at it and at it. And I'm talking more in the antagonizing kind of sense than more, the aggravating, antagonizing sense. It's fun to watch them.
Would have been nice if my two had ganged up to be like their own little gang that they could defend the house, but no, every cat in the neighborhood come to beat both of them up.
My
All
cat and dog remind me of Garfield and Odie. Like, I have that stupid little tiny dog that just pisses my cat off relentlessly. And he's a fluffy yellow cat, and it's funny. He's always giving him garbage. It's hilarious. Those two.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
You would write a comic about it.
Just be lucky that the cat doesn't eat the lasagna.
No.
Yeah, thank goodness for
I
that.
like tacos. Every time we have tacos, he comes around.
All right, so let's come up with another question here. Let's take a look and see. I've got a list. This might be interesting. So, if you could travel back in time, what year would you choose and why?
I wouldn't. No matter what year I choose, it'd totally do with the butterfly effect the whole way through. The whole world would come out totally wrong, and I'd be really I just couldn't.
I have to agree with Gaffy on that. I wouldn't do it either because the way if you try to go back in time, it'll be harder for you. Not trying to change anything.
It's not whether I would not try to change. I'd go back, and just the fact that I went back would probably, because knowing my luck, I'd step on a bug that would have been a new cure for cancer or something else, and everyone would die of cancer in the future.
Joseph Grohl would almost clichely go to 1985.
But why, Joseph? But why?
I don't know. There's a hint of Back to the Future in that statement, I think.
Oh.
Yeah. I want to go back in time.
So, come on. What yours?
1950. I like
What's that?
1950. I like the cars, the clothes, the style of back then. That appeals to me. So.
It was also a simpler time.
A lot of clothing from the 50s are coming back in style too.
The 50s is when they invented takeout food. That's the time to be. That was when
with
the
the
takeout food
roller
was actually worth
skates,
buying.
come out to you with roller skates.
Yeah,
the
no, but
food
the
on the
takeout food
window.
was actually good food, not this crap we eat these days.
Yeah.
Oh God.
So true. I don't know. I would almost want to go back to the 1800s and see what life was like back then. You know, I'm a simple guy. I like to live simply and just kind of see what that's all about.
I thought it would have been back in the day, back to the year that Pepsi was invented. At least you would have been there to try the first one.
Oh, crap. Can I change my answer? Can I change my answer? Can I buy a vowel? I want to welcome Scrap and Iris. You've been sitting there waiting patiently. It is
You're
good.
okay.
How are you? Do you have an answer? Is there?
I'd go back to last night and I picked the 6 winning lotto numbers.
Right on. I like it. Now that's being smart.
Yeah.
And now he's not. I mean, you can't do too much, right, Gaffa? If you go back a day,
Yeah, you could.
well,
Seriously, you could.
I know you can. If you go back a minute, you could technically.
But I must admit, if I could go back and it didn't influence the future too much, I would go back to the night that I won the cross lotto and forgot to put my ticket in.
I've been caught out. There's another person on there who's seen me on a live panel that I left to come on to this live panel, and I told them I was going to bed.
Yeah, well, Ralph was here first, so.
He's been in all along, has he?
Yeah.
He goes,
Ralph says, "I knew it."
I am going to bed soon. It's late here. When I seen you were live, I said I'd just come in.
Oh my
Right.
God, so true.
How many of you saw the SpaceX launch?
I didn't get to see the launch.
Yeah, Bossy,
I was
that's
there
like
the first time they attempted the launch and they scrubbed it. I'm like, oh, this is going to be great. And they scrubbed it. And then I forgot about the second launch or the second game.
I reckon most people did because I didn't think it was much following the second time. They're going, yeah, it was all a joke the first time. Bossy, there's only one problem with that idea. Bitcoin is like shares. It's only worth anything if you actually end up selling them because we don't trade in it yet. So if you'd bought a load of Bitcoin at the beginning and so forth, and the value went up to a stage where it was worth it, you'd have to sell it for the original money to be able to make it worthwhile doing it in the first place.
It's virtual money scares the crap out of me.
Does me too.
Because it's nothing. There's no tangibility there. You can hold dollars and cents and gold and silver and precious metals in your hand, but virtual money.
Well, that's the thing. The economy is built on the value of the precious metals in which the country is supposed to have in stock. So the money's only as worth as much as that was originally. Now with this internet and international economy, money is worth as much as people are willing to invest in it. And it seems to me that Bitcoin isn't as willing to be invested in with the general population as they'd hoped when they first brought it out. And according to my spam folder, as much as they hoped it would still be if we actually do something about it.
I'd like to take a moment and welcome Murad's Haunted Adventures. There we go. That's the one. Welcome. Thumbs up and high five. It's been a while. I hope you're doing fan diddly-tastic this evening. I'm surprised the power hasn't gone out. But yeah, geez, the 1800s or the year Pepsi was invented, that would be kind of cool. But that would be right around that time anyway, or the early 1900s is when Coke and Pepsi were invented, I think.
I'm the opposite to you. I'm a Coca-Cola man.
I don't want to be back when Coke.
I don't judge anybody.
Sorry, I don't want to go back to when Coke was invented because really, seriously, I'm having enough trouble with the reality.
Yeah, that was reinvented a couple of times over. It was a medicine at first, was it not? And then, of course, it had real Coke in it. And then,
Yeah.
It did.
Ketchup was also sold as medicine back in
and Kellogg's cornflakes was sold as a medicine.
No.
Pepsi was a medicine.
Read what it was for.
Medicine.
Really?
Read what Kellogg's cornflakes was used for.
Pepsi was cough medicine.
Pepsi.
Okay, what year?
Well, there is a medicine out there called
Pepsi come out?
Small. It kind of puts a confusion in between terms. Pepsi, Pepto-Bismol. Kind of goes.
Wait, Pepsi and Pepto-Bismol. That's a terrible combination.
Ooh, yeah.
And by the way, welcome, Sterling. It's great to see you.
No. I wasn't saying it's a combination, but it's. We're saying this thing that Pepsi was like a medicine back in the day, and there's like some medicine out there that says that's like pep, like that has pep at the beginning, and it's sort of. It wouldn't be in some relation, but
is it like a sexual aid medication or something?
Okay.
Pep in your step or pep in your.
We were talking about this thing about
probably the first style of uppers that you ever had.
Can you give people a quiz?
Yeah.
What year did Pepsi come out?
There we go. Andrew Fishman has just put up what cornflakes were used for.
Damn. Hold on. Let me smack it up there. The delay.
What year?
Wow.
What year
Sealing largely with sexual deviation.
Okay.
Sealing largely with. So does that mean that you eat cornflakes to prevent yourself from masturbating?
That's what
Sanitarium was a
yeah, it's true, Gills. Like cornflakes were used to prevent masturbation. I'm not kidding you. They were.
No, I wasn't sure what the verbiage actually meant. Like sexual deviation, I get that, but Interesting.
Sanitarium was a company that was more likely bringing up shit to do with that.
Gil,
Alpha, the real question is did you consume them, or did they add to the mix of lubricants or something?
It was like some of the things they used to add to the army's food rations to try and keep their lust under control, and didn't work. They did. They used to things like Bovril and stuff like that, where they used
to want to stop masturbating? Eat cornflakes.
I was asking I asked a trivia question. What year did Pepsi come out?
Mira,
I'm not sure.
Adventure says 1893. I don't know. I'm gonna Google it. Didn't say I couldn't Google it.
Mike Hunt says they both had
1898.
Pepsi. They're talking about Pepsi and Pepto-Bismol.
1898.
Yeah, technically it came out in 1893 as, I guess, branded as Brad's drink.
Yeah, so it wasn't Pepsi, even though it was.
Yeah, and then in 1898 it was actually branded as Pepsi Cola.
Actually, the very first Pepsi Cola was created by Cold D. Branston in 1866.
I think they messed up the instructions on them cornflakes, guys.
Well, okay. I'll summarize it all.
1898.
Okay. I'm going to come up with another question and deviate from the cornflake masturbation issue we were talking about.
I'm wondering whether they were trying to. I'm just wondering whether they want to try to stop masturbation or increase it, because people are really going off on this stuff. I'm not sure.
See what I come in and then, see, I just mention one thing and look what starts.
I know exactly. Well, we were talking about the butterfly effect earlier. Now we're talking about the cornflakes effect.
Yeah, it had no effect on me. Couldn't stand the stuff.
All right. This may or may not be an easy question to answer, but everybody's going to answer. What are you most thankful for today?
My daughter.
Okay.
Yeah, my children.
Say again. What did you say? I missed that question.
The question was what are you most thankful for today?
I'm thankful that it's the start of my weekend from work because I am tired as hell.
Oh, my hair. My hair, Bob.
You're thankful? I knew somebody was going to throw a date like that. And did you see he turned his video on to tell me that, too? And look at that. Flashy red hair. I mean, my flashy gray hair. Look at that beautiful stuff right there. Hey, I like the aerodynamic look.
My hair is brighter than
I'm thankful for family, too. There's been
I'm kidding around.
We all
so many trying times, especially this year. And without them as my rock, I don't know where I would be, to be perfectly honest. So, I love my kids. I love my wife. You guys know she's going through a lot too. So it makes you really, really appreciate them all the more.
Yes, Crazy Ann, my avatar is my cornflakes, all right.
And when he's feeling quite frisky, he gives the finger. And just the right one too.
I was on Nick Jones' live stream earlier, and that's how I say hello to him.
Let's see if anybody in the chat said anything. Hey, hanging with John Wild. Hello. It is good to see you. In Orlando, surrounded by tornadoes, severe weather, golf ball-sized hail, incredibly large winds. Having fun. Wow. We just had a pretty. Oh wow! Speaking of pretty, I'm glad you're safe. I don't know if you guys can see this. Come on now.
Rainbow.
Yep.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yep, the rain's subsiding, and that is a beautiful, beautiful rainbow. Come on.
That's your scrapping rainbow there.
That is scrapping rainbow.
If there's any gold at the end of that rainbow, it's mine.
Well, it's pointing toward my scrap pile.
I was gonna say, if there's any gold at the end of that rainbow, it's already been scrapped.
That's exactly.
Or it's already been cleaned.
There's some silver left in that rainbow to scrap.
Or it's already
What if there
been
was
cleaned
silver
out.
rainbow?
Terra Firma says, rest assured, the fact that in 20 years this will not be known as 2020, but the first year of the apocalypse. Good to see you, by the way, Terra Firma. I hope you're wrong. Arcade.
B-Lady,
Well, it seems like we're going.
B-Lady, my hours are 40 hours a day.
Well, I'll put it this way: as far as
No,
I'm concerned,
kind of
2020 is still known as the year we should have rebooted.
Murad needs cornflakes.
I love the adage that people put out as soon as the coronavirus kicked in was 2020. Please reboot it as a virus.
I don't know. I think we're in the Matrix. I think we all got stuck in the Matrix last year.
Yeah.
Scrapping together, that's where I'm always thankful I'm still here and living. As long as I get something to live for, you know. And to me, that's my rock, my family, and my really close friends like you guys.
Mm.
Going back to work, just going through the chat real quick. Crazy Ed's thankful for her mom and sister. Oh, Steinnorth is grateful that he woke up this morning, which
It's always a good thing.
Yeah,
To
that
wake
is
up.
always a good thing. And Carnage says in his family, Superintendent. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I'll let you guys read that for a second.
To be really honest with you, Terra Firma, I think the United Nations forgot where the on and off button was.
Well, they don't need
man.
to between the virus and the rioting and all that. Just, we're going to take care of ourselves mighty quick if we don't get it corrected.
Don't even get me started on the
Yeah,
riots.
damn sure.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I understand why the area around the incident got a little bit crazy. That I understand. I can also probably understand why it spread a little bit further afield and everyone's tenseness was starting to cause a few issues. But why the frig is UK and Australia screaming out Black Lives Matter when they've never had an issue?
Well, the idea that Black Lives Matter, and a lot of people don't realize the history of it. It came from the 60s.
Yeah, I know, but the whole issue is a policeman in a state of the US made a error in judgment and a man died as a result.
Mhm.
He is being dealt with as the law should see fit. Fair enough, you're upset about it, the family's upset about it, the immediate area is upset about it, but Christ's sake, what the hell's Australia got to do with it?
It should have died right there, but it inflamed a lot of people. That's why a lot of people were rioting.
And
But
then
these
there's people jumping on the bandwagon that should not be jumping on the bandwagon because it's got nothing to do with them. It's not affecting them directly or indirectly or adversely or in any way whatsoever. But let's make a big deal out of it anyway.
That's all they.
Anyway, I had my say.
It seems like they wanted to destroy every economy. In the second phase would probably be the riots, which is probably has happened, and a lot of stores. When you go out and you loot them and you burn them, you're not fighting for a person's death. You literally are doing a criminal act, and that's what these people were doing is criminal acts. I mean, by
final word I'm going to say on this: the corona's already killed every economy in the world. So I do apologise about bringing it up, Bob, but I just
no worries at all. I'm trying to figure out.
And I needed to have a bit of a say, so I apologise. Let's get back to what's the next question.
No worries at all. I'm just trying to see because Mike Hunt looked a little like Neuro Trigger in the Avatar, and I wasn't sure if he created a second channel, but Mike Hunt.
Mike's an old one.
Oops. Sorry about that.
I gotta get out of here, Gil. Thanks for having me. Yeah.
Take care, Sam.
Bye.
It means the world to me. Thank you.
All right. So thanks for coming in.
Good to see y'all.
Mucho lovo for you. I'm going
Always.
to smack somebody else back in here. There we go. We had Ralph waiting in the line.
Oh, no, not that guy.
All right. We
Hey,
got
Ron, how are things?
So this is where you went scrapping out.
Hold on. Ralph,
Who brought this guy
What's
in?
up, Ralph?
you right back, guys.
Ralph,
doing?
have you got your pants on?
Bring that guy in. With this guy, the scrappy Irishman, bring this scrappy.
I brought that riffraff up me.
I'm between two
Ralph?
I'm giving you a hard time.
scrappers.
What is it, Gaffer?
Have you got your pants on?
Yes.
Oh, good. Just checking.
Oh my God! Don't even.
After what I heard in Raphael's stream earlier on, I am now very concerned every time I see Ralph to make sure that he did actually put his pants on today.
Oh,
I was
Ian Matthews is in
actually
as well.
casting
Oh my
ingots right
God.
here.
Ian Matthews is in the chat as well.
Yes,
Still
of
making
course.
those ingots
You
and
bunch of
stuff.
defectors.
Hey, hey, Ian.
I had courtesy to wait until Raphael ended it.
Did you rat me out? Did you?
Yes, I did.
Guys, I'll be right back. I've got to go. I've been commanded by my next door neighbor, aka my mother, to go out and take pictures of the rainbow, which is now a dually rainbow. It's got
Double
the first
rainbow.
and then the second rainbow is
All
is
the way.
yeah. So I'm gonna go take pictures of that. I will be right back. Talk about yourselves.
That was actually an internet meme about 10 years
Oh,
ago.
great.
Actually, you sometimes will see a double rainbow.
All right, I've got one more question. Has anybody ever seen a tri-rainbow?
A triple rainbow. I think I have, yes.
A what? A triple rainbow? No, I don't.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Yeah, it's when the second rainbow actually gets to fully form, which is very rare. And then if you look in the background of that, there's another one starting, a third one starting.
No, I don't think I ever
Yeah,
seen
I gotta
one.
look.
It's you got to get the right amount of rain and the right reflection of sunshine, but it does happen. A
Yeah,
triple
It's
rainbow.
very rare.
Too rare.
Wow. I gotta look it up to see what it looks like.
Well, if anyone had even have photos of it, it's that rare. But hey, good luck.
Triple rainbow.
I can look it up right now, but I'm kind of too tired to even get up right now.
Yes.
There was a double rainbow meme and a song made at some point.
Something like
And-
this.
I'm not sure if the
From-
video is still up, but it was
you?
hilarious as hell.
That's a triple rainbow.
Guys, I will share with you. I will not just go out and take pictures of pretty things and not share them with you.
Yeah, you gotta. Yeah,
Here's
take
another.
pictures, you
Here's
gotta-
another look. Here's another look of a triple rainbow.
Oh my gosh!
They're triple rainbow?
Yeah.
Yes, we've been talking about what triple rainbows look like, and they're very rare to occur.
If you look
According to
through one of
Gaffer.
those kaleidoscopes, you can see
And then
many.
here's a.
Oh, well, gotta scroll down to the end. I've got too many pictures on my phone.
Here's another one.
Oh my god!
All right.
Looks like a colorful tornado there.
Yeah.
To be really honest with you, triple rainbows mostly happen when one rainbow reflects through the water to another, and you get a vertical line instead of a triple line like that.
Sometimes, Tara. Sometimes.
There's
Oh,
another-
that's interesting.
There's different
I've
versions.
never
of
seen
it.
anything like that in my life.
How observant are you, though?
Am I?
No, not trying to be rude or negative, but that's the point. Most people
Well,
walk
yeah,
around in their
it's-
lives with
It's
their
a stop and smell the roses moment for sure.
yeah, exactly.
When Gaffy said that, I said,
It's true, I haven't.
literally spoken to Google and said, "Show me a triple rainbow," and it showed me a few in the.
Yeah, I know, but there's a lot of photoshopping going on out there. So
That is
there's
true.
one there,
Ask
one
and you
there
shall
where
receive.
someone's got a quintuple rainbow, which is 5, and I've never even come close to seeing that.
Oh, you won't see it. You won't see it.
I don't even. Is there really even a such thing as that?
Yes, double
Yes.
rainbow. Very well done, sir.
Yeah,
And you got
Double
one there-
rainbow all the
Course,
way
here's
across
sunset,
the
so we get to
sky.
see the whole rainbow, which is really nice. And I took a couple more pictures here just to Just you can barely see the second rainbow, but it's there.
Yeah. Yeah, I see it.
Oh, yeah, I see the second rainbow. Wow.
That is gorgeous.
How many times have you seen a rainbow like that, Gil? Double rainbow.
Well, I've seen double rainbows pretty much. I mean, most of the time up here, but I've never seen one this close to sunset before. So where like it's so close to the horizon.
Yeah.
You know, usually the rainbows are pretty freaking huge. This one's I got it all in one picture.
It's a reflection off the water that's coming down from the rain.
Yeah, the finer the droplets, the clearer the rainbow is usually.
Oh, and it's a clear rainbow too. I mean, that's clear. Stop sharing. There we go.
And only the week before last, I had a rainbow end in my backyard.
Wow.
Dang.
Until I went to my backyard and found out it was in the neighbor's backyard. I wish it had stopped moving. It's really annoying.
There we go. Sorry about that. All right. Enough about the rainbow.
Right. Next question.
Yeah, we got to bring up another question.
We were doing questions.
This might be a good one. This might be a good one, and
How
we
did
might
you
get
get on
really
Panel
interesting answers. If you could be anywhere right now, it would be where?
On Mars. But with gear and stuff, you know.
Okay,
I need to broaden my
if you went
aspirations.
when you showed up at Mars, you'd like die in 30 seconds.
Yeah.
I'm glad you said that.
Ralph, there's a better planet I would be in, Uranus.
Ah!
You can't land on Uranus. It's gassy.
I can't land on whose anus now?
It's gassy. It's too gassy.
I had a feeling about you, Sterling. You just confirmed it.
Yeah, geez. Patty Fish, hello.
Okay, that went south.
You
I'm telling you, folks, that one went south so quick it was like lightning shooting past me.
I mean, to be honest, Uranus is actually filled with those kinds of gases.
It's called Uranus.
I mean,
I know,
it's really
it's pronounced Uranus. It's called Uranus.
Well, you're right. The gases are layered in on the planet to the point where they're actually liquid. It's very
Same as Jupiter.
Yeah, Jupiter's.
You also got to remember, Ralph. They actually pronounce aluminium aluminum.
Yeah, true.
Aluminium. I think aluminium sounds cooler myself.
Aluminium sounds, and Uranus sounds better than Uranus, but you keep calling it Uranus, don't you?
Well, I mean,
Captain, there's Klingons sighted at Uranus. What?
You noticed that? I mean, he said that almost without hesitation. I mean, it's crazy.
Yeah.
And honestly,
exactly.
honestly, I would be touring the U.S. I would grab myself an RV and I would start traveling the U.S. I want to see.
Yeah, but where to around the U.S.?
All right. So can we just narrow the
Okay. All right. You're
to
right. You should narrow the parameter. I would love to go to Hawaii.
Which country would you like to be in right now if you had the opportunity?
Yeah.
Any but this one.
As long as it's not a communist country.
Seriously, if I were,
communist countries.
no.
No.
I've already been to Canada.
I like it
Australia.
here. Oh, you all come over here.
Oh, telling you want to come to Australia, mate.
No, okay. I agree. I'll visit Ralph.
I've always wanted to go to. Oh my God! Not Africa, not Alaska. Down under.
Australia.
Yeah, Australia too. Yeah.
I said Australia at first, but now I'm thinking Netherlands. I'll visit Ralph.
I would probably choose Australia over the Netherlands because there's slightly more of it.
Exactly. The Netherlands, you'd be over there a week later, you'd want to leave because you've seen it all.
Yeah, close to it. Yeah.
And a good thing about Australia, in a week, you'd probably see about an eighth of where I live. And then there's other states.
The only country I ever been to was Mexico.
Hello.
Was the country of Mexico. Ensenada.
If I visited Mexico, I would Cancun.
Now I want to travel. We've all been cooped up.
I've
too.
never
Yes.
been outside of the country. It'd be a nice
Yes.
experience.
Yes, Destination Chronicle. That would be one thing I reckon. I'd actually rather like to do a canal tour of Britain, or the seas, or the rivers of Europe. Those are the two things that would be rather interesting to do. The rivers of Europe.
The rivers
Yeah,
of Babylon.
thumbs up and a high five. And Story Dory says Dory, which is the Dory is actually a dog, is 9 years old today. So happy birthday, Dory!
Oh wow.
So next question.
So Tales of Solstice, give me an island big enough to sustain myself and call it done. Well, if we could each do that, I think we'd be really happy.
Yeah, it's called My House. It's an island in itself, an island in suburbia that is mine and mine alone.
In suburbia.
Real question. Here's another question. Inside your house, if you look out one of your windows, can you see another house?
Yeah, I can see about 200 houses.
Okay.
Yes, I see
So I'll
two
refine the
houses.
question. Can you see into somebody else's bedroom or living room? Not to sound like a people talk,
No.
but like there are
No.
levels of suburbia that I will not accept.
Unless a house is this close to each other. I will not live near a house that
place
close.
like that.
Not from my house windows, no, but from my veranda, I can see into the house next to me and the house below me.
No,
Not
I
yet,
don't-
but it is something that I am going to work on. Terra Firma, we found out some. I don't really want to talk about it now because I really want this to be a positive stream. But there's been things that have kept me preoccupied, and people that have been following me know what I'm talking about. So I haven't really come up with a date on that yet, but I will.
He's afraid of a commitment, folks. That's all it is. He's just afraid of commitment.
That's why I'm still single.
Gaffa just knows he's going to win. Well, Gaffa's going to be a judge this time, so you guys are all safe.
Yeah, my channel's not even going to be in the running. Unless you look at my other 27.
Ralph, what are you doing, buddy?
I am melting metal on my desk here. I got a heat gun out, and I'm melting pewter in here and making ingots.
It looks painful.
Pewter has a low melting point, so you can get away
Indeed.
with that, hopefully.
Yeah. Pewter
Yeah,
melts at
but-
like 200
yeah.
something degrees.
But please don't ask what he was melting, because the
That's
pewter
Ralph's
things
equivalent.
the pewter things he was melting were too good looking for him to have melted them, but he melted them anyway.
Ralph would rather do exactly
Yeah, he did.
that than sitting out at a campfire cooking s'mores. That's what I think of when I see Ralph doing what he's doing.
Yeah, I got a couple of those pewter
He's at a
plates that I broke.
fire, he's cooking up his pewter.
Hey, but Elvis,
Bob Ellis, hello.
Hey,
It is good
Bubba.
to see you. Great to
Bubba
have you.
Fish.
Real Paranormal Broadcast, only USA channel. Hello. It is good to see you. So, did we get everybody's answers as far as where they would rather be, or would like to be, or where would it be?
I said Australia at first, then I thought Netherlands to visit Ralph.
yeah, but
You're not
Ralph will be
coming in here.
Australia, that's the problem.
Not after what you just said.
Alaska is on my bucket list. Texas is on my bucket list. And so is Australia.
But to be honest, I'd go for Australia.
I mentioned to the wife last year that I'd like to visit the US and visit all the people I at least get to talk to on YouTube, and bugging me dead, she's been planning it ever since and hasn't been telling me.
Oh, we lost Scrappin' Irish. When did he take off?
Oh, when someone was presented. I
So
guess.
he
He found an opportunity to slip on out. It's all
He
good.
pulled an Ian Matthews, we call that.
and Mo the Beautiful is in the house.
Yeah,
Full
apparently he did.
homesteading, Smiley. How you
Yeah,
doing?
still melting stuff.
Can't believe no one
damn,
said
that's
Greenland. I guess the U.S. has been trying to buy Greenland for like ever.
Why?
I have no idea.
I
Parking
mean,
space.
it's the only place I know of that they say it's Greenland, and I've never seen it green.
Well, yeah, that Greenland is like an ice ball, and Iceland is
Yeah, but
green.
yeah,
is it
it's
not?
really cold up there, so it's more ice than green.
Actually, it's both.
Yeah, but like technically, it's
There's a part of the southern of Greenland that doesn't get snow, and you see a lot of people wearing T-shirts too.
Destination Chronicles just nailed it, I think. And Arcade probably comes in at I don't know. They could be a tie, between military.
Iceland that a lot of people are kind of worried about. It's so cold.
If the U.S. were to acquire Greenland, that would make them the second largest landmass on the planet.
Wouldn't that also make him like the 53rd state?
53rd what?
53rd.
If they consider it a state, yeah.
It would be.
But if they acquire it, it has to at least be a state, because who's it going to be under?
It would be a territory.
Well, we have territories like Puerto Rico and
yeah, we do,
and whatnot. And I have no idea why we don't.
Well, what I've been hearing is that Puerto Rico just recently is going to start the process of becoming part of the United States.
Really?
Like, who wouldn't? I mean, the riots lately have just sold it for everybody.
Exactly.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, even we want to become part of the United States.
Okay. All right. Next question. Would you rather be famous or the best friend of someone famous?
I would be the best friend, probably. So you don't have to deal with the hassle, but you can borrow a lot of money from him.
I
don't know.
I would go for that.
You would go for that?
I mean, if someone is really famous and rich, and you're the best friend, you can go over there and play with all the toys.
Unless they don't want you near them.
Well, then you're not the best friend.
I'd say the best friend, because I like my privacy.
Yes, also that.
I'm going to go with best friend too, just simply because having a super uber rich or famous best friend is super cool. Of course, having the best friend is cool,
I don't know about the rich part, but I could at least claim I am very, very good friends with somebody that everybody knows, and instead of being the person that nobody knows.
I want to be best friends with Elon Musk.
Oh man, geez, that's not even a question, but that's good. If you could be friends with someone famous, who would it be?
I think it would be you, Gil.
Sean Connery.
Yeah,
that's actually a really good answer too. Sean Connery dropped off the
Connery.
Where
yes, Miss Moneypenny, make me a vodka martini, shaken not stirred.
Mainly, not mainly because he's a famous person, but because from what I've seen of him outside his famous persona, he seems to be rather a very down to earth and nice person.
Mm-hmm.
My famous best friend would be Jim Carrey all the way.
Who?
Jim Carrey.
Oh, Jim Carrey.
Because everybody says and I agree. I represent him.
I'm sorry, I disagree with you, Sterling. Jim Carrey's the most anal person I've ever met, as far as I'm concerned.
Anal? Did you say anal?
Yeah, you were talking about Uranus, so that's.
I'm starting to notice certain buzzwords coming from the Sterling Silver section of the panel. Uranus, anus, mostly anus. What's going on there, Sterling?
FYI, Jim Carrey was the Mask, and so you might want to put some masks on, but he might not be wearing it on his face anymore. It might be on his anus.
Have you guys?
To be really honest with you,
do you guys ever watch the Death Battle on YouTube?
No.
What Death Battle?
B Lady, have a great evening. Much love to you. The Death Battle. It is. Shoot, I can't think of the name, but let me see if I can pull it up here. But it's a YouTube channel that these two guys.
Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about. It's where they're putting a lot of these two types of artists or of the characters of different shows or different. But I think
Right. It just it doesn't even they don't even have to be in a show. They could be politicians. But it's Death Battle. I think is the name of the site, if I'm not mistaken.
Is it like Celebrity Deathmatch?
Kind of.
Like that
It could be.
claymation stuff from the late 90s, I think.
Let me share this real quick with you.
Early 2000s, I think.
No,
May
well,
not just be
these guys are
90s.
like they're creating all sorts of stuff all the time.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Hey, Samurai Jack.
They just did one. She-Ra versus Wonder Woman.
I've seen those.
Somebody had talked about the Mask
wow.
and Jim Carrey and whatnot. They actually did one with Jim Carrey versus not Jim Carrey, but the Mask versus Deadpool.
Oh,
that is a good one.
Yeah.
I remember
So
seeing
what
a
you're talking
promo.
about is they animate battles between well-known rival type.
Right,
characters.
exactly. They go through and they go through the mythos, and they
evaluate
their strengths and all that stuff, and they weigh out what the battle would look like.
Oh, yeah.
Like
A
Mario
bit-
and Sonic.
Bit like the one I saw was called The Incredible Hulk against One Punch Man.
Yeah, pretty
Yeah.
much. Thanos versus Darkseid, that kind of thing.
Yeah, that is very interesting because that's a channel I've subscribed to because I've seen some funnier ones that they did.
Reminds me of the epic rap battles of history. They did where they have different well-known people or characters rap against each other. And
It
I
is.
think the most
Very
famous
much
one
like-
is Darth Vader versus Adolf Hitler.
Yes.
Except they're not singing, they're not rapping.
Yeah.
But
No,
Yeah.
these ones are like beating the crap out of each other at times. Or
Yeah.
Computer Productions.
Well,
Hello.
I don't know whether they're actually beating the crap out of each other. I think they're actually pitting their
Hold on.
strengths and their weaknesses against each
Yeah.
other if they were to have a battle.
Did you just pour that?
I just poured this, and I bought some pewter at a thrift store. So I made a couple of ingots. Can't hold this one yet, so yeah.
Nice.
Ooh.
Now,
yeah.
because that has such a low melting point, do you even bother quenching those?
No, just wait a couple of minutes and then they're cold. And you can, like I said, you can melt them with a heat gun. And I basically, can I hold this? Yeah. I basically get some of these steel bits from scrapped out motors and pumps, and just assort them in a square or a rectangle shape on top of a computer power supply, which is completely smooth, and just pour on there. So yeah. I wanted something to do. I don't have anything left to scrap, so.
All right, guys, you ready for the next question?
Yes.
Would you rather hike a mountain or lay on a beach?
Oh, hike a mountain.
I can't hike a mountain because I live in the mountain areas.
What
And
day?
if you- And if you like at a certain time, you can get dehydrated.
Bring water.
What day of the week? What day of the week would it be, Bob?
A mountain like a mountain, a real mountain, like the one that's
Yeah, like any real mountain.
Yeah, I know, but it depends on the time of the week. I mean, Tuesday probably climb a mountain. By the time Friday comes around, I really just want to lay on a beach, all right?
Gotcha. So it depends on how much motivation you have, really. Is that's
And how much energy you've got left after
There
that.
you go.
Or if you like to lie on the beach, would you
That
rather
is very
lie-
much understandable.
But then you got the
I'd lay on
heat.
the beach all the
Then-
way.
Then the sand sometimes gets hot. And you burn
You really want to know what I would rather do?
Oh,
Hello, little miss.
hello.
Hey,
It's very nice
Hello.
to see you. She is so adorable.
She is.
Eric Garcia, hello. Psh, great to see you. Well, Terra Firma's out. He doesn't like sun or the mountains.
I would go for a mountain, yeah. Just hiking.
I don't know. There seems to be a bit of a reward there. I mean, you get exercise, of course, hiking. You get to see all the scenery and the nature. You know, that awesome view at the end.
Like,
Then you got to hike all that way back.
It's not just roll down. It's easy.
Daddy's been awake for ages.
you don't want to roll down a mountain because you never know if there's pointy rocks.
Well,
Yeah, exactly.
I'm in shape, as you know, and I'm round. Round is a shape. So, yeah, that would be an easy task for me, Ralph.
You want some
And
paper?
then, unless you get caught by a
Don't wake
shark.
Mum up yet. She's not awake. She must need really good sleep if she's still asleep.
Bubblevis doesn't like sand. It's coarse and rough and irritating, and it gets everywhere.
You got it?
Sterling,
I
did you want
don't
to say
mind
anything?
that. That's what showers are for.
Yeah, of course. With the mountain, you would
I
with the
heard
mountain
that.
you get
I
extra.
heard that line from Star Wars.
What?
From
It's a trap?
Anakin Skywalker, where he's talking to his wife.
Skywalker
Where-
wife?
Yeah,
Skywalker doesn't have a wife.
Anakin.
Anakin Skywalker.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh,
Talking to
okay.
Padme.
All right.
Before he became Darth Vader.
Yep. Of course, with the mountain, you would get some exercise, but with the beach, you'd get one hell of a suntan.
And you can't swim on
Then,
the mountain.
then you get.
Oh, you
then,
can.
Then you get sand fleas.
Well, you could get ticks climbing up a mountain
That's true too.
and get carried
Okay.
away by horseflies.
Two things. You can get a suntan climbing a mountain. I know, I've done it. And two, you can swim a mountain. You're just not going to make it very far.
It just depends on if the mountain actually has
Your
like,
belly
some
on a big
pond,
rock and then go like,
some bodies of water
You
on.
just lay down on the ground and swim. You're not making inches. You're not even making millimeters or whatever you want to call it.
That's not the
But
way
you can swim it, all right? Sit
It just
down and do
depends
the
on what
breaststroke.
part of the
You'll be
mountain
surprised.
actually has something to do so on.
which is actually quite
I get
funny
a killer
because Luke
suntan in the
Skywalker.
mountains on my kayak. Sweet.
It's funny
Well,
that
all right,
Anakin
so-
doesn't like sand, and Luke Skywalker ends up on Tatooine,
Whereas
which is basically a big desert planet.
Tatooine looks very flat.
Huh. Yell Ricola?
Flowing hills.
Ricola?
You know,
And then-
Ricola.
Ricola.
You know the cough drops. Anyway,
Oh yes,
And-
that was a
Hot
commercial. Yeah,
Oh, yeah, it was.
we had that here as well.
Gil, I'm going to go ahead and hop on out.
Well, finally.
Always a pleasure
Oh,
to
was
see
that
you.
allowed?
finally, who said finally?
Nobody.
So you've got to go deal with something to
I
do
think
with.
I heard Ralph said that. But yeah, I'm going to
Sterling?
get ready.
Do you
What's
have
up?
to go deal with something to do with anus or something? I mean,
Yes.
Sterling,
Partially.
just tell him you got to take a crap, Sterling.
He's
Just-
going potty.
No, I'm not really, but I am getting ready to head on out, Gil. But it's always a pleasure to see you. Thank you so much for having me up, and
You're always welcome.
yeah, always a pleasure. So I'll catch you guys next time, and have a great rest of the night.
thanks for coming up, Sterling.
Sterling, take care. bud.
Later.
Much love to you. Take care. And then there were 4, and possibly
So-
more.
Next question.
Ricola. Bubble this with a mini Ricola down there. All right. So next question. All right. You guys liking the questions?
Yes.
We got some good questions here. Okay. Would you rather, and they're not all would you rather questions, but there's a little line of them. Would you rather have a personal chef or a maid?
Maid,
Maid.
female maid, please. Female
Maid.
maid, please.
Wait a minute.
Yeah,
One
maid.
at a time. One at a time.
Maid.
Gaffa wants a maid.
A lot,
Hands
of, a lot of people rather have maids than a cook.
Yeah,
No,
maid,
no,
please. Female.
I'd rather have a maid because I can cook myself and I enjoy the pleasure of cooking. So I wouldn't want somebody else doing it. I'd just be sitting there judging his cooking all the time. Whereas a maid, I hate doing housework.
Maid if she can cook.
Yeah, everybody. Oh my gosh! So far, it's unanimous in the chat. Yeah, I don't know. That's a tough. Yeah, I enjoy cooking too, so I'd probably have to go with maid as
A
well.
lot of people, actually, somebody said chef.
Well, Miss Hopkins.
Miss Hopkins, yeah.
Yeah. There's something to be said too. I mean, if you work hard, you come home, and like Gaffa said, your motivation might be not so great. You might not want to cook. Well, it'd be nice to have a chef, and have a nice, cuisine meal.
I'd cook it.
I would rather have a maid with certain other skills other than cleaning.
Yes, okay. The reason I say maid is because I love to cook, but I don't want to do the dishes afterwards. And the maid can do the dishes. She can enjoy the meal because I'd make it. Hold on, that's the wife. Damn.
Ralph, I think you were talking about someone in another profession wearing a maid's outfit. So
that would work too, if she can also clean.
I would buy an appropriate maid's costume for the maid bubble. Nice. Yep. 2Q dab to that.
Yeah, one of those French maid costumes with the black and white. Yeah.
Above Elvis, unfortunately, mate, one of those maid hat is not an appropriate maid's costume. Okay.
So yeah, I could tell several people in this chat would probably be, that maybe they would require their own uniforms if they had maids or lack thereof. I don't know.
So the question should have been, and I'm sorry, would you rather have a chef or a butler?
Oh yeah,
maid / and or butler.
Maid / and or cook and butler and
well, then that's called the housekeeper
and the handyman and or woman.
I see where he's going with that. I was like trying to keep it neutral.
Ralph, a woman would be handy. Okay.
Yes.
Can't you have two maids for one chef? Now you can't start trading your chefs for maids. Doesn't work like that. But if you got two chefs, you might be able to trade one for a maid. Yeah.
Have you ever seen this screen?
Oh, hold on. Let's hear him out. How good's the chef?
Wait, that's thingy. What's his face? Brad Pitt.
That looks like Brad Pitt.
Yes.
But no, I was talking about this streaming service.
What's that called?
HBO Max or HBO? I couldn't tell where.
Hold on. Are we advertising now? Because I've got a few things I could advertise if we're advertising. No, not on this stream.
I advertise myself.
As he brings up the gratuitous product placement.
Terra Firma, my chef would be, if I had my choice of chefs, of course it would be Gordon Ramsay.
No,
actually, I'd rather have his rival, Jamie Oliver.
Yeah.
I would. Jamie Oliver is a little bit more pleasant to be with, and he was in the same class, as far as I understand. They were in the same class.
I don't know about that, but the attitude is a big thing, yeah.
I reckon that Gordon Ramsay would be the type of chef that if you didn't like his dinner, he would get really upset and come out and abuse you from the kitchen, whereas Jamie Oliver would say, "Oh,
I'll make you something else next time." Yeah.
Well, you can afford a chef, then you can afford stress relief devices for.
Nobody can afford Gordon Ramsay's stress. I'm telling you, nobody can afford that.
True.
Even his wife has trouble.
Cliche now. It's at the point where it's like parodied on like YouTube and commercials and shit.
Jamie Oliver cooking the nude? I don't think so.
I don't need HBO Max. I already have Skillz. Oh, thank you, brother. I don't know if I even remotely compare, but thank you for the sentiment.
A lot of people have all like different streaming services that they can get now.
I don't use any. My streaming service is called Torrents. I'm putting all kinds of spots on my face. I just noticed.
I do dabble with a little bit of that too, but I haven't paid for satellite or cable in years. I just got the local channels, and I've got Netflix. I pay for my wife pays for Netflix. I got the Hulu, and every once in a while we'll pay a month of like Apple TV. We'll pay a month of various streaming services, you know, just to kind of binge watch some of the series.
Never done that. I stopped
don't
watching
pay for
television
TV.
10 years ago.
I'm anti-pay TV myself.
Streaming service is not television. It's a way of streaming through the internet.
Wait, did somebody ask a question? What did you say, Gaffa?
I said I don't pay for TV. I refuse to pay for TV.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you.
No,
I don't believe the content on commercial TV warrants me paying twice. For the simple fact is you pay for it once by watching the commercials and being inundated by the commercials, and second, you pay membership to watch the commercial. I don't see the point. And I don't know too many pay TVs in the world that don't have those kind of aspirations. In Australia, we got one commercial channel that doesn't cost anything. It's paid for the government. It's paid by the taxpayer. It's a free service. It's got the best content TV we've got in our country. And it just argues that, hold on, that pay TV is just a little bit too much crap. That's why I come to YouTube. That's why I spend so much time on YouTube. The content is enjoyable. The content is beneficial. The content is fun and educational all at the same time. And it doesn't cost me anything.
And you can choose your own stuff.
You get to choose your own stuff. It's like a la carte. But yeah, I was just telling my wife the other day, there are some things on this platform on YouTube that are better than paid television. There's a lot of things on this platform that are better than paid.
Like 95%.
Well, see, a lot of shows that you can find on YouTube that used to be on television are free.
Also that.
Like a 1984 film called The Day After.
I'm not sure if that is completely legal, though, that if they put complete movies and TV shows on.
Oh, they do. They do.
Yeah, I know they do, but I'm not sure if that's completely legit.
It's legit. It's legal. It's legit.
Okay.
Because I see if you look at type in Day After on the top of on the YouTube thing, you would see the full movie.
Good for you.
That was on ABC in the United States in 1980, I think 83 or 84. And a lot of people got scared of that movie because some people thought it was for real. But it was just a dramatization of what would happen if a nuclear war ever happens.
Same thing happened with War of the Worlds when it was just a show on the radio.
Yeah.
People thought it was real, and people went outside and started shooting water towers because water towers kind of looked like the big tripods that they were describing.
I want to welcome Diane Brienne Fairchild. It's great to see you, Diana. Hope you're having a great day. The link is in the chat, Diana. If you want to come on up, you're certainly more than welcome to join us.
So
we've been going through a list of questions. We've been asking those on the panel and in the chat, random questions throughout the evening, and it's actually proved rather interesting.
So next question.
Hey, I was getting that. That was a prelude. Let's see. Okay. Who is your favorite Disney cartoon character and why?
Wreck-It Ralph, obviously.
I figured that would be a no-brainer for you.
Is that actually Disney, though? I have no idea.
I don't think so.
No.
That's DreamWorks.
Disney character.
Before Disney owned them.
Yes, it is. I stand
okay.
corrected. It is Disney. So
that would be me.
Is it before or after?
One of my favorite Disney characters, Donald Duck.
What?
Donald Duck.
Donald Duck.
Actually,
my second favorite is Chip and Dale.
To be really honest with you, my favourite one is Scrooge.
You just enjoy him swimming in his gold vault, don't you?
I do.
That's my favorite part about
Scrooge
it. Too.
McDuck, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I used to read the Scrooge McDuck comics, and they had adventures and everything else. But yeah, the fact that every single thing part of his adventure that spun me out was it was getting to the gold. It was getting to the gold or getting to the money, and he never wavered from it. That's the thing I used to love about him so much. All the other ones used to try and change their personality, and he was. I just want the money. I'm after the money. That's all I'm doing. I don't give a shit who I walk over. That's where I'm.
I don't
Funny, in the Netherlands, Scrooge McDuck was called Dagobert Duck. Dagobert. For
Translation?
I don't know. That's a name.
My favorite Disney character is Iron Man.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Okay, can I just
That's
tweak
not,
the question if we're going to go down paths of characters? Favorite superhero? Why?
That's a good one. I love questions that spawn from questions.
I would kind of say Wolverine or Deadpool because the very fast healing and regeneration of limbs, that would be awesome.
Well, Wolverine can bring those claws out.
Yeah, that too. That's awesome.
Deadpool, if you cut one of his hands off, he would start growing another hand.
Yeah, exactly.
Phantom
is also cool.
Phantom, since I was old enough to read comics, the Phantom. I used to have every Phantom comic, but I've lost them.
Oh dang!
I don't know. There's a lot of superheroes that I enjoy. Would it be Superman? Because I do like Superman.
I do enjoy a
American
lot of superheroes for the comics and the entertainment and everything else, but my favorite superhero is the Phantom because there's no special powers, there's no gadgets. It's all down to his human ability to be able to do what it is he does.
Ooh.
And the mystery surrounding his character. The mystery surrounding his character and the ability for him to use that to scare the crap out of everybody. That just used to, when I was a kid, that used to just drive me into believing that you could do almost anything.
That's a good one. Destination Chronicle says the greatest American hero from the 80s sitcom. That's a good one. He got a superpower.
Who was this hero then?
Yeah, and the one thing I liked about the Greatest American Hero as a sitcom was it was like the rest of us trying to be superheroes and not succeeding either. It was constantly battling his ability to get you hold of that suit's powers.
One of my favorite is the Dark Shadow.
Yeah.
Dark Shadow.
Don't remember
that was one of my favorites too. Dark Shadows. I bet you ran home from school every day to see it.
I used to watch the dark or the like the guy who says the shadow knows everything.
The Shadow.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, JT.
RoboCop's my favorite superhero.
Oh God, RoboCop! Which one?
They put him in Mortal Kombat 11 now.
By the way,
Peter
Weller.
Willer of the RoboCop, or the guy who recently remade it?
Peter Weller.
Oh God, no. 2014. That movie doesn't exist in my mind. No.
Nope.
Neither does the second and third movie.
I can't agree with you.
Or the two series.
I can't agree with you because Peter Weller.
The second movie wasn't that bad.
Well, it wasn't awful.
The second, there was like maybe 4 or 5 of them, but the one guy who did Peter Weller, he did one of the best RoboCops I ever.
He did the first 2 movies, yeah.
Yeah.
The first 2 movies weren't bad. I'll say that. I mean, I don't think anything tops the original, but they're trying to make another RoboCop movie that picks up basically right after Murphy was made. You know, like they're trying to make another RoboCop movie. And I don't know if anybody knows this. Ralph might, because he's kind of into the gaming. But Mortal Kombat, the most recent Mortal Kombat game, features him and the Terminator. And
There's a couple
Terminator, Shaggy.
Yeah.
Shaggy's in it.
Shaggy?
Yeah, from Scooby-Doo.
What, in Mortal Kombat?
Yeah.
As Shaggy or as the person who played him in the movie?
Endless Vlog.
No. I don't know if anyone ever remember one Scooby-Doo movie where Shaggy fought a group of bikers in a bar.
I've not seen the movie, actually.
No.
If you look it up, you see it, and you kind of laugh because when you start seeing it, and you type in Shaggy in Mortal Kombat 11, it would show.
I'm gonna have to see this.
It would show him doing the exact same thing of what he was done in the bar.
This is going to fit in quite nicely with the conversation we've been having. This is our next question. The next question is what was your favorite cartoon as a kid?
Scooby.
Mine was Yogi Bear. I love
Yogi Bear.
Yeah.
Excellent choice.
I also like Yogi Bear, but the reason why I said Scooby-Doo, because I watch all the cartoons from the one where
It was back when cartoons were real cartoons, and they were really, really good. Mm-hmm.
All the cartoons from the 80s were good in my opinion, but if I were to have to choose one, it would probably be
Scooby. Where are you? Was from the 60s.
Here's mine, Gil. This was one of my favorite ones when I was a kid.
Oh, okay, hold on. I can't remember his name, but I do remember seeing him.
What's that the shed?
Batman? No.
That's Space Ghost.
Space Ghost.
Space Ghost, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a recolor of the Phantom, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but in space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he did have lasers in his belts and stuff like that. So, and he used to turn invisible.
Yeah. One of my other favorite cartoons was the original Wacky Racers.
Yeah, that was fun.
I
used to get up early. Used to get up early every Saturday morning to watch Space Ghost.
Well, the Wacky Racers had all the characters from the villains and the heroes in it.
Or Bruce Danger Mouse.
Now
Danger Mouse. Here I come to save the day.
Danger Mouse.
Actually,
Mighty Mouse.
That was Mighty Mouse. Yes.
Yeah.
Which one was Danger Mouse? Or was that the same one?
He was a spy with the patch over his eye. The white mouse, the spy.
that's right.
He had a gerbil sidekick, and they used to live in a pillbox underneath in London, and they were,
Okay.
And it used to be a little bit like Austin Powers and Dr. Evil or whatever, that type of thing, but in cartoon form. It was phenomenally good. And Batfink was the other one I used to watch at the same time. Batfink.
I really liked in the early 90s. It was like in the early 90s. It was the X-Men cartoon series that came.
That was very good.
Really, really good. And the animation was fantastic for the time too.
And
I really like the Thundercats also.
Yeah.
One of the greatest
original
cartoon intros
Thundercats?
ever.
The original Thundercat or the new one?
No, of course, the original.
The original.
And I watched the original G1 Transformers religiously. That was basically my favorite when I was a kid.
That hands down was my favorite cartoon.
Yeah.
Damn.
And of course, before that was Voltron, and then before that was an anime called in the States anyway. It was called Transor Z.
Mm-hmm.
It was called Mazinger Z in Japan.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going, but Inspector Gadget and everything these days.
Oh, I forgot about Inspector Gadget.
That was fun.
Hey, Ralph.
And I used to watch the Huckleberry Hound show a lot.
Oh, I loved Huckleberry Hound. I remember him. He was so good. And Snagglepuss. Remember
Snagglepuss? I'll give him a left. I'll give him a right. Uppercut even.
Hey, Ralph. Did you
Yeah.
see this one?
Yeah, awesome.
Then I also like the G.I. Joe series.
Uh,
I didn't really care for that. I did
Not
watch
like that.
some of it, but I didn't really. It didn't
Yeah,
draw my
I'm-
attention.
Some people
sorry,
didn't
but-
know.
I'm sorry, but the G.I. James movie took that for me. That after
No,
watching that,
G.I. Joe. G.I. Joe.
I know.
Wait. Did the G.I. Jane movie did what for you, Gabba?
Took the whole idea of GI anything was away from me. I'm not interested after that.
Yeah.
That ruined the GI series straight up.
You're
that's
talking
why-
about the movie
I didn't-
with Demi Moore in it.
Yeah, I didn't think it was a need for it.
No. I remember a crossover of the G.I. Joe cartoon series and the Transformers cartoon series, where all of a sudden Cobra Commander had a plan to take over Metroplex and some of the Autobots. That was
Was that the one where they turned into humans?
yes.
Yes.
Yes, like Ultra Magnus and them turned into humans.
I actually is Rodimus Prime, RC, and the guy who was a helicopter. Can't think of his.
Springer.
Yeah.
Springer. I think. That's not Springer.
I geek out on Transformers. I'll probably know almost all of them.
Now, do any of you remember HR Puffin stuff?
Yeah, God, I used to watch that when I was a kid.
See, I grew up in the 60s. So, you know, all the cartoons came from the 50s and the 60s. And so that was a long time ago. We didn't have all those other cartoons.
Well, HR Puffin stuff was
Puffin stuff.
the 70s.
He-Man was another good one too, Q2Q.
Yes.
And the animation was incredible. They are trying to. They came out with a She-Ra version on Netflix, which was I think it was geared toward a younger crowd. I like
it is a bomb.
It was
terrible.
it wasn't
it
really
wasn't-
my cup of tea because you can't have She-Ra without He-Man. Technically, they are twins.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I think it was a good try at broadening the horizon, but I think they were trying too hard to be He-Man, and
But the
didn't work.
original,
It was a good series. Don't get me wrong. I would not rubbish it, but then it wasn't He-Man, and that's the downfall about it.
the
Six-
original,
It was supposed to appeal to girls, but
Yeah.
mostly boys watched it for some weird
well,
reason.
see, the original She-Ra
Only in the Netherlands.
was adopted by what's that guy? What's his character? I can't think of his name. The guy who rules the planet that they're rebelling against, and I can't
In
think of
He-Man or She-Ra?
Skeletor,
She-Ra, not Skeletor.
Oh, it's
the
God,
evil Hordak.
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 Yeah, Hordak or Hordak Prime, depending on who
Yeah.
you're talking to.
Hey, look, I'm still reeling from the Boogaloo, so
Oh, Pink Panther.
Oh God, Pink Panther, and then
I love the song.
Some of the
Pink Panther.
original comedy songs or comedy shows out there that like the Monkeys.
Right. How about Adamant? Does anybody remember Adamant?
Oh yes,
Adam Ant.
yeah,
Adam
yeah,
Ant.
Adam Ant. It was actually looked bigger than an ant when they did the cartoon, but he had a big head, a big helmet with his antenna on it, and he used to be as powerful because ants are powerful.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you did. Right.
he was able to lift a car,
Yes.
Oh,
and
yes.
his
I remember
rival
that
was
show.
like Ferocious Flea or something like that.
And then
Yes.
Getting
And-
Captain Caveman.
Hold on. What was the one where he used to take his glasses off and he was a mild person, and then he put the glasses on and he was all powerful again because all the power was in the glasses? I can't remember that. Was that Adam Ant?
Doesn't ring a bell.
I couldn't think of it.
They are creating 2 new versions of He-Man on Netflix.
I've heard, yeah.
Yeah, one follows the original He-Man, and the other is I don't know if it's a reboot or what it is, but I'm very much looking forward to seeing that. And to answer your question before, Ralph, as far as why more boys watch She-Ra than girls, it's because I watched it because I was waiting for the He-Man references.
Yes.
I was waiting for the mythos to come through in the series, and it never did.
No. There was very little
They did
crossover
say-
there.
They talked about the first ones Come on. Turnia.
And then what did she say in the honor of Grayskull when it's a reference to I have the power or
the power of Grayskull.
There was there was two different sayings for the power by the power of Grayskull and then for the honor of Grayskull for She-Ra, and Grayskull and they should have talked about it a little better, I think, but they didn't.
Mhm.
I gotta get off that subject because I'm a little sore about that.
A lot of people hated the newer version of She-Ra.
I kind of
like
liked
the original.
the Dolph Lundgren movie from He-Man, which had no Orko, no Eternia. There was Skeletor. Yeah, but for back in that day, it wasn't that bad, and I think
No.
Dolph Lundgren did kind of an okay job. But yeah, looking at it now, it's terrible.
Actually, it was more terrible when they first started making it, and a lot of people were upset about it, and it didn't follow the plot or anything like that. It just shows a guy. Because originally, when He-Man comes into existence, it has to be the Prince Adam.
Yeah, he never turned into Prince Adam, or he was only He-Man in the movie.
Yeah.
By the way, Shaggy in Mortal Kombat, that's fake. That was a fan-made fake stuff.
Well, actually, a lot of people said they wanted it in there.
Yeah, true. That it said it looks so good. It should be real.
Yeah, but it didn't fan out with the people who created Mortal Kombat. But they thank the people who wanted the Shaggy references in it. But it
we could discuss this for days and days and days.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
but it was funny. It was funny how.
Bob, next question.
Yes.
Before I do, I want to take a brief interlude here and just say, for those of you that don't know Diana Brienne for a Child, please check her. What? Oh, I thought she said something. Please check her out. Check her channel out and show some love. She's got a fantastic channel, and I'll tell you what, she is very, very wise with her words.
Put the link in the. Oh, exactly. That's what I just.
Yeah, that's what I did.
Thank you, Gail. Thank you. I've only been up public for 4.5 months, as you know. And I've had my channel for about 11 years, but it was for only family and friends. So when I came on 4 months ago, I had less than 200 friends on here. And
I need to learn your secrets.
And now I'm pushing. Well, I'm well over 6K in 4 months.
That is amazing.
Well, you're a little over 6K. You're a little over 6K. You're like 6,200, 2,000.
Yes.
Don't blink. Don't blink because that number is going to go up.
Yeah.
Well, you know how that happened, though? I came on and I had a lot of videos that I had made for family and friends. And I didn't really realize those were all public. And so when I came public, people started watching all those videos. And that's how I think it took off.
I guess.
I have no idea.
I just love it.
I have no clue what I'm doing.
Well, Diana, I'll be honest. I just started watching your stuff maybe a couple, 2-3 weeks ago, and with every video that I've watched and everything that you've talked about and said, I mean, you have this innate ability to share your wisdom and verbalize things in a way that people truly understand. So I just wanted to take a moment and give you a shout out for that.
Thank you so much. Grandma's wisdom. It's all about Grandma.
I'm not trying to impress on the fact that she's wise in anything else, but age does bring a hell of a lot of wisdom. The longer you're here, the more things you learn.
You are so right. I just turned 63 this week, and 63 years old. And I can tell you, it does bring a lot with it. It really, really does. You're right.
Diane, can I say something?
Yes.
You do not look 63.
That's going to be my next question, guys. I'm going to ad-lib a little bit. How old do you think Diana Brienne Fairchild really is? My answer would be mid-40s.
Thank you.
I would
Geez,
say
you would hit the
49.
40s? I was hiding it under the 40s.
I had no idea, but I was
Late
gonna
30s.
go. I was gonna go between 40 and 45.
I'll
At
put
the
it this
max.
way. Diane, this is 60?
You're looking
That's
good
not-
for 60.
That's not 63.
And this here would be like a deceased 15
Yeah,
years ago.
he's like 80 up there.
Yeah.
Well,
Does
you're pretty
does
good
ceilings count?
And this guy just lost his mind for
I'm 29.
Well, I'm 29 forever, though. Forever and ever, I'm 29. I've been 29 34 times.
Yeah, I've been 29 for I lost count. I stopped aging since my trip to Romania in 1743.
I stopped
Wow.
aging when I turned 21.
Scrap it, Ralph. Where are you from?
I'm from the Netherlands.
Oh, okay. I just wondered where you're from.
It's the weird accent.
I like it.
you would meet a
Yeah,
lot of
people sometimes say they like it. Yeah.
Gaffin is from Australia.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I thought the icon might have given that away.
And
Well,
Kind
I'm
of, yeah.
the Netherlands.
They got some great
I'm
scrap.
gonna tell you something, Diane. Out there, you're gonna meet. You'd be surprised at how many people are on YouTube that are from different countries.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, gee.
There's like over 2 billion YouTube accounts, I think.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
It's a worldwide institution.
Kind of, yeah. The internet is somewhat worldwide, you know. Mark my words, that internet is going to be really popular one day.
And it's already been popular so many times.
It's just a fad.
Well, worldwide. That's the www at the beginning of everybody's what's that?
When you type
Kind
in,
of,
you
yeah.
have to do www.
Or you don't have to do that
Actually-
anymore.
Actually, no, I haven't had to do that
No.
in years. You can do HTTP or you just type it in. It usually comes up with a link. That's a good thing about search engines.
Back then, when I remember, you had to do www and then HTTP
Okay.
or something like that.
All right, you guys ready for the next question?
Go for it.
Yep.
All right. This falls into the we were talking about superheroes and stuff earlier. But if you could pick a superpower, what would it be?
Immortality.
Yeah. To be ageless. To be ageless.
Who wants to live
Immortality
forever?
for the group in the lower part of the panel say immortality.
Yeah.
No,
As
do-over.
long as there's no blood sucking involved, I totally agree with that.
I would like to have the power of 10-minute do-over.
Oh, yes,
With
like in the
unlimited
movie
uses? Unlimited uses?
Next.
No. 10-minute do-over. If you made a mistake, you can go back in time 10 minutes and have another go at doing that.
Right, but you could do that like
Yeah,
unlimited.
as many times you like.
Oh, good.
Unfortunately, I did see a YouTube video where somebody had the power. He made a box where he can zap back in time and do it over. And he was chatting up this bird. And he, in the end, by the time he finished with the conversation with her, he could say every single thing right and got her so interested in her in the 10 minutes that he had. But then it turned into a twist at the end, and she realized that he had a time machine. And she goes, "You do realize that you've just died 277 times, and there's
Yes, that was
277
awesome.
different dead bodies." I'm going, yeah, there's the twist. There's the twist in the do-over.
I like that, Fearless Jellybean, to be able to heal people. I think that's cool. I'd like the ability to fly. I'd like to fly.
Unless you're afraid of heights.
Well, I am. But if I could fly, I would get over it.
Yeah.
Unless that power was taken away from me in mid-flight, then I'd have a problem.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I'd like the ability to fly without having to worry about the landing.
Well,
That
if
would
you could
concern.
pay
That does
extra-
matter.
If you could pay for extra for a second superpower, get a bundle package, he'd probably have the 10-minute do-over for that.
No. My the second bit of the package. If my power was to fly, my second bit of the package would be to be able to inflate myself like a balloon. So that way, when you're not flying and you end up having to land, you can bounce. Doesn't hurt so much.
Yeah.
This should be an easy one. This should be an easy one. Oh, 2Q says read minds.
Yeah.
Actually, that would be the worst superpower to ever have, because then
You mean the movie with Mel Gibson?
Yeah, read minds. They don't switch off. I don't give a shit what anyone says. 10,000 people within. You go to New York and try and read. You'd never end up getting. You'd have.
You go insane.
Yes.
You would. No, read minds. I've thought about it, and there is that one little thing where people don't stop thinking. They're constantly thinking. It would get so annoying.
Except when you're in a large group
like
of women,
then
it might turn quiet at some points.
Then you because then you start hearing everybody's thoughts, and then you would wonder what the hell is going on.
Junior A-Cat, hello.
Like how What a Woman Wants.
Yeah.
Where Mel Gibson literally could hear every female.
Well, it's actually not a bad movie.
No.
Yeah, that was a good movie. I liked it.
It's kind of great.
So, get rid of that. There we go. If you could only have one app on your phone, what would it be?
Oh my gosh.
Pokemon Go. That way, at least I'll leave the house.
You know what? My favorite app is Life 360, where I can see where my family is and they can see where I am. So I don't know if y'all have that. Life 360.
Never heard of that.
It's a free app. You download it, and everyone in your family, you will know exactly where they are at all times.
Oh no, that's bad.
No, that's not good. That's not good. We had something introduced during COVID-19 where you could actually download the app and the government would know where you were at all times, who you met,
they already know because they track your phone.
You've infected somebody or met somebody that was infected. It was meant to keep control of where the infection spread, but it's a little bit more
safety. This is more for a safety factor. Like, this way I know where my young adult kids are and they know where I'm at and, the whole bit. So it's really wonderful. If your husband's on the way home or whatever. So it's pretty good.
So, sorry to have to sound very boring about this, but Mahjong.
What?
Mahjong.
Oh.
Mahjong. It's the game I play when I want to relax and just let the world disappear, and I could play that for hours without having any worries whatsoever. So I really don't like owning a mobile phone. It is so invasive and so demanding, and mine's just there. Damn. And when I've really had enough of life, I just open up the Mahjong app and I just play that for a couple of hours, and I feel so much better.
Do you have anything to drink in between? No.
Mine is solitary.
Yeah, I played solitary when I was a kid, and I've had enough of that. Mahjong.
I'm going to take the cheap way out. Just say YouTube.
I'll just only have Google on there, so I can use Google to find everything else I need.
There you go.
Yeah.
A lot of people.
Yeah, but hold on. Doesn't this question assume you have the basics anyway, which means a email app, a messenger app, a search engine app, and so forth and so on that you would normally have on a phone anyway?
You mean the prefab stuff?
Yeah, additional app. I reckon I was considering when he asked the question, what additional one app would you have on your phone other than the basic package you get when you get the phone?
Yeah.
And Marshall.
Yeah.
I must admit though, Cozzy comes in second best.
Gilsey, I've got to go. I've got somebody at my front door. Thank you so much for letting me come on. It was wonderful to meet y'all, and I hope to see y'all again soon.
You're welcome anytime, Diana. It was a pleasure having you on.
Thank you, Diana, for being with us for the time you were with us. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you.
Have a great evening. Bye-bye. She's such a sweetheart.
I've seen her around in chats, but never seen her on the panel.
Sweethearts.
And now you have.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I'm old fashioned. I
Even
still
though
like.
she's 63, but she doesn't look it.
I've gotten hooked on her channel. She knows her stuff.
As I said, unfortunately, I am old fashioned. I still like women.
What?
Well, in this day and age, you got to be open minded about sexual orientation, how people perceive themselves, who they and hey, look, I'm just old
What
fashioned.
gender they are, whatever. Okay, yeah.
Let's not
Very
go there.
inspirational. 2Q. That's a great way to describe her. I think so.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir. All right.
Next question.
Yeah, let's carry on. This should be an interesting one. If you could only listen to one genre of music, what would it be?
Metal.
Classical.
Hard rock.
Yeah, hard rock metal.
And I would say classical because, believe it or not, a lot of the recent hits in the last 20 years, if you actually look at the history of where they got their melody and their bass tune from, it actually stems from unknown classicals.
Some of my favorites is like R&B and pop. And then I got into what they call a cappella groups and stuff like that. People who can sing with their voices. Incredible, very incredible singing.
I brought my daughter up for the last 5 years listening to classical music when we need her to be calm.
See, the reason why I say a cappella groups is like there's a group called Pentatonics. They are so incredible that you swear that they are playing instruments in the background. They are not. It's all done by their voices. Or there's one guy who can do it, all these voices, and then there's some songs I listened to that they did, like the Simon Garfunkel song. Hello, Darkness.
2Q. What are you talking about?
Yes. I must admit, JRA Cat, anything but rap.
Oh, crap.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm not a fan of rap.
I'm not really either, to be honest with you.
Very few that are actually appealing to me.
Rap always reminds me of the old actors who couldn't sing that used to voice their songs with music, and that was about the best they could do. They got away with it, but that was what they called singing, and rap's much better in my books.
I saw your comment held for, I think there was one comment that you said that was held for review, but I passed it. I let it slip on there.
Which one was it?
I can't even remember. Oh, I think he said He-Man. YouTube held it for He-Man.
Yeah. But that's because there was a space in between and not a dash, maybe.
Or maybe that's something that YouTube considers to be a possibly derivative term, like tomato.
Possible.
Tomato?
No
Never
dash.
forget Skycam.
She's the official mascot of Gill Skills and Gill Skills Live. She's always going to make an appearance, either in a video or a live stream. Right?
Yes.
Boy, you are so practiced.
Oh, Skycam. Hello, Sky.
Oh, I love
Meow,
you.
meow.
I love you too. You're such a sweetheart. I love you. You're a good
next question.
Run up to me because I don't normally leave. Yesterday, I left to go take care of a few things, and
I've got a question. What is the one animal that you would like to have as a pet?
Ooh. I would like to have a domesticated tiger.
It would be interesting, wouldn't it?
It would.
Interesting.
But then you have to fight the laws against having it.
Well, he said if I could, what kind of pet would you want to have? Well, let's assume you could have it.
Yeah.
If you could have the pet, what pet would you have? I guess I'm going to refine that.
What animal, if you could have, what animal in the world would you like to have as a pet?
A lot of people. I wouldn't mind having a kangaroo.
One of those really big flying dinosaurs, so I could ride on it and fly.
I
places.
said what animal, not what imaginary animal.
It's not imaginary. They have existed
not a
at
real
some
animal.
point.
Yeah, it's got to be able to be your pet, not just it's. I could have a dragon. Let's have a dragon.
Dragons never existed.
How do you know?
Actually,
It has to be.
fossils were found.
Let's not get into the whole idea of back in the days when they didn't realize they didn't know anything. It could have been somebody's interpretation of a creature that did actually exist, like pterodactyls and pterosaurs and all that.
Yeah. True,
And that's what they
actually
call
it came-
dragons.
That's where it
But
came from.
if you take into consideration that the Chinese idea of a dragon is totally different to the Americans' idea of a dragon,
Yes, indeed.
it's all interpretation. I'm saying animals that are currently alive. What would you like to have as a pet if you could? Me, I'd like to have a sloth.
A sloth. Interesting.
those are pretty interesting animals, but the only problem is that you got to make sure that they don't get that green stuff on them too much because it could kill them. And they do.
Well,
What green stuff?
The moss that grows
Well,
on their backs.
Yeah, I know it'd be a pet. It's like letting your dog get fleas. You just don't let it happen.
Right.
But yeah, you'd never have to worry about it. You can leave the gate open, and by the time it got through the gate and down the street, you've been and done 8 hours work. I mean, it's a sloth. It ain't going anywhere. It's like owning a turtle. But everyone's got a turtle. Think about it.
Well, my motto about animals is animals are supposed to be eaten, so I don't do pets.
Okay. There's nothing wrong with that.
The Chinese
I still
dragon
want my
is a
domesticated tiger.
of the meteorite impact.
A white tiger.
A white tiger.
No tiger.
Some people think those are fake, but there's been a lot of people seeing those actual real white tigers.
Explains why he owns a husky.
I was wondering why you wanted an elephant K&D scrapping. That actually is a good reason to carry her home when you're drunk.
Oh, that's
Hey,
actually an idea.
One way or another,
K&D,
it'll be a spectacle, right?
K&D, a donkey would do that.
Yeah, but an elephant can pick you up with its trunk and just put you on its back.
That's right. An elephant can, if you can't get up on the back, yeah, right.
And if the elephant got really pissed off, it could pick you up and crush you and break you in half and then put you back down again, and nothing can stop it. Hey, all right, elephant. I like elephant. That's a good one.
Elephants are nice.
All right, guys. What one food could you not live without?
Sushi.
Chips.
Lasagna.
Cheese.
Oh, cheese is actually a good one.
Chips. Cheese, I would say, I eat cheese so regularly it's not funny. But if I had to say, right, you can get rid of any of the shit in my life, chips.
Now, when
Fried
you say
chips,
chips, are you
crisp
talking
chips.
potato chips or are you talking French fries?
What's the difference? It's just the way you cut them.
One comes in a bag. One usually comes from a restaurant.
It's still a cooked potato of types. Do you understand?
Very true. I guess. Okay.
They don't call
a
it
fan
French
of
fries.
both to exactly the same extent.
Well, no, I
I always have a bag of chips. I go to the shop and buy chips wherever I go. If I'm going to go for lunch, if I buy a hot dog, I get chips. I don't know. It's just chips. I can't do without chips. I reckon chips are phenomenal.
Mhm.
They can go with any. You can add cheese to your chips.
That's right.
sauce, mustard, gravy, potato,
That's true. It's a very
mayonnaise,
food.
whatever you like. Very, very versatile. As long as you don't put too much salt on them, they're absolutely gorgeous.
The only thing I like on my chips is
Now I want poutine.
the only thing sometimes I like on my potato chips is French onion dip or ranch.
Yep. Crisps or fries. Either way, I like either of them, and they've all got. And as long as there's not too much salt, I can do anything with them. I can make what they call a chip buddy. You take crisps, 2 buttered pieces of bread, slam them together. That goes down well. Hot chip buddy, just hot fried chips in a butter. It's the same. Doesn't matter. Chips.
Good answers. Are you guys night owls or early birds?
Night owl.
Not out.
Night owl.
Not out.
I'm kind
depends
of
on-
proof of that right now because it's 10 past 3 a.m. here.
Yeah, you're definitely a night owl.
Yeah, he is.
A contradictory night out. I'm a contradictory night out. I like to stay up late. I work afternoon shift. I like to stay up late. I would prefer to sleep in, but hey, I got a 6-year-old. You get up at like 6 o'clock whether you like it or not. So, contradictory night owl.
I am a non-practicing early bird, but a very much so practicing night owl.
It's a reluctant night owl. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, that's
I tend to go to bed.
relatively early, yes.
There's times that I go to bed at 2 o'clock in the morning, my time.
Oh, yeah, 2 o'clock
Then
I
I-
went to bed last.
then
2
I-
o'clock last night I went to bed. I woke up at 6 o'clock this morning.
Then sometimes I wake up at 6 in the morning.
But yesterday I paid 18 hours of PlayStation. So
That's something I got to start doing again. I really enjoyed streaming while playing games. That was pretty cool.
I didn't stream. It's just, I play Fallout 76, and not everybody's interested in that. So, but I played 18 hours of it yesterday because it was double experience point yesterday.
A lot of people like to play with PlayStations because they like the gaming consoles better than the Xbox and stuff like that.
Oh no, I play PlayStation because my computer video card's not strong enough to do video games. So let's go play PlayStation.
Gotcha.
When I get a new video card, I'll start playing it on the computer.
I've started playing Doom
Rolling
Eternal
Coaster
since a few
Edibles.
weeks. That's awesome.
Good to see you.
I would not mind trying Elite Sniper 2, seeing as it's been remastered lately, and I've been watching somebody else play it, and it intrigues me. But at the moment, I'm into Fallout 76.
Really? Oh, that got so much flack. I haven't even started that.
They've done a new upgrade that has a new additive to it, so it's brought NPCs back into the game, whereas originally it never did. So it is now more like Fallout 4 with multiplayer.
What's that in the
Oh,
background?
that's awesome.
KD Scrappin', hello. It's great to have you on, buddy.
Is this your old webcam or
Hey,
your
Dan.
new one?
It's my old one.
Yeah, this is a lot better than earlier at Raphael's.
Yeah, I know.
Hey again, Dan.
How you doing, Gaffa?
I'm doing fine, mate. I saw you were doing earlier in Raphael's, but I didn't mention anything. I just sat there quietly. Ralph was doing all the talking.
There's a camera I bought online there. Yeah, junk.
Not impressed?
Well, you saw what it looked like. Nobody could hear me.
The sound was even worse than the picture. The picture was...
Oh, you got to be careful about some of these cameras that you think that are good, and they give you good ratings about them.
Stick with the A brands. That's my advice.
They're more crap at times.
Yeah, Logitech's pretty good.
That's what I have. That's what I have is a
Yeah,
lot.
I'm pretty happy with my Logitech, although I'd like to have a higher resolution, but my bandwidth is important, so I'm not going to buy it.
No, Bob, you don't need to have any higher resolution, mate. You're doing fine without it, all right?
Oh, you don't want to see a higher resolution of this? Okay, I get it. Fine.
Well, tell
Moving on to the next question.
We'll see what those Twinkies and Pepsi have been doing for the last 10 years.
I'm taking a little too much of the screen. Is that what you're trying to tell me? All right. Salty snack or sweet treat?
Salty snack.
All right, sweet treat.
Sweet treats and salty snack. I love my salted peanuts and I love my Twinkies.
Unfortunately, even though I don't like salted chips and too many things, I do prefer salty over sweet.
Like taffy. Salted taffy is really good.
Oh, don't go down that.
That is such good stuff too, because a lot of people said that some of the salty stuff are not really good, but the taffy is one of the best ones, and salty. It's not too salty, but it's really good.
Very few sweet things that I like to eat.
What do you think?
One of my favorite snacks is coffee cakes.
Ralph, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Sorry.
I said salted drops.
Salted drops.
Licorice.
Oh, yeah. Licorice. Salty licorice. Yeah.
Yeah, Dutch licorice, I call it.
Well, in Dutch, it's what? Droppies.
Yes, exactly. In Dutch, it's called drop. Like if you drop something, drop.
Yep.
Or if you had sour.
You can get the double salt.
Like the Sour Patch Kids or Sour Patch candy and stuff like that. That literally will make your mouth like.
I love the salty honey roasted peanuts.
Yeah.
I prefer buttered popcorn over candy popcorn.
Butter popcorn is one of the best ones. You can make that anytime you want.
Don't mind me. Our pets just showed up to the door. We got one coon on the step drinking out of the water dish, and the other one's eating out of the food bowl.
No worries at all. We are a pet-friendly stream.
That's good. These are raccoons. Garbage kitties.
Nom 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 raccoons.
Nice. So if you guys could run away for a day.
I swear to God, people wear raccoons are.
Why? Because we're wearing the same color shirt.
Oh, yeah.
Well, see, he has an emblem on his shirt.
Yeah, Flying Monkey Squad.
I don't need an emblem.
Yeah, he's a monkey without the emblem.
Candy strapping's too cool to have an emblem. He doesn't need one.
There you go.
He's got a handlebar moustache. He doesn't need a bloody emblem.
All right. If you guys could run away for a day and do anything you want, what would you do?
What, run away from this?
Oh, that's such a waste. No, seriously, what would you do?
The day's not very long.
By
the time I went to where I wanted to go, I'd have to turn around and come back.
I think I'd get on my motorcycle and see where the day took me.
I suppose I would just get in the car, fill the tank up, and drive till I got half a tank, and then turn around and come back. I used to do that when I was young adult.
Now you're being.
I used to say, "Okay, point a direction," and we'd pick out the compass, head down a road, and head basically in the same direction on the compass until we got about half a tank of petrol, and see where we ended up.
No, sorry, man. There's very mischievous tonight.
No worries, man. No worries at all.
So yes, maybe that's what I would do for a day: is just bugger the world, get in my car, and just drive in another direction I haven't been for a long time, and see where I end up.
Stay in bed with two maids.
That's my thing, but with the motorcycle.
Yeah, but I'd have to take the family with me because that would make the day so much better if the wife and the daughter were just thoroughly enjoying themselves while we were doing along the way. Because we'd end up at like a playground or a place that sells fish and chips, and we'd sit there at the seaside or in the middle of the country or whatever and just sit and relax and spend time with each other and then head back. That's the one thing the world doesn't do.
Bike.
Yeah, it's the one thing the world doesn't do often enough is just stop and take time out to be with each other and somewhere where it doesn't matter so much.
I agree.
Hey, I was videotaped last night. My wife and I sat out by the fire all night.
Sweet.
Did you video it?
I said if I videotaped. No, because we're enjoying ourselves.
Who uses videotape anymore?
No, that's right. You enjoy yourself. The rest of us will just sit here and suffer. That's it. We understand how you care about it. We
Experience.
know. No, that's right.
It feels
Right, Dan,
almost.
don't worry about it, mate. We got you. We got you. We know. We know where we stand now.
Technically, this is considered like a video camera, but it's a camera, video camera, and a cell phone.
It's a video camera that can call your relatives and tell them how much fun you're having.
We light up the fire pit, grab a few drinks, and just sit there and enjoy the evening.
That's
Yeah, and ignore all your friends on
Perfect.
YouTube. Yeah, we understand.
okay.
That's
So
our getaway, you know?
if you could star in any TV show throughout history, what would it be and who would you be?
Gilligan's Island and the Professor.
How about Marianne?
No, I'm serious. I would be the Professor on Gilligan's Island. That's what I would. I reckon that'd be a phenomenal thing to actually do.
That'd be interesting.
Trying to be brilliant.
I'd have to take William Shatner's job.
You do let him in.
Which one? TJ Hooker or Star Trek?
I'd take his job as Kirk.
Oh.
I'd have to wear a
Actually-
wig because Kirk had hair. Hey.
Actually, no. Captain Picard.
Yeah.
Captain Picard didn't have hair.
That's true. Well, yeah, we'll just keep it in the tradition of baldness.
Well, the bottom line is though, you could be TJ Hooker in the daytime and James T. Kirk at night. Like that's your night job.
I like that. So Star Trek bounce back and
I
forth.
mean, they travel at light speed, mate. You could be out the other side of the bloody solar system within a blink of an eye and back again before you have to start work the next day.
Ovalus, the question is if you could star in any TV show throughout history, what would it be and who would you be?
Me, I would take the guy who did Knight Rider.
David Hasselhoff?
I was thinking that.
Michael
But,
Knight.
I'd
Actually,
probably be
that's
MacGyver.
an alternate for me.
You have enough money, you could own your own bloody kit these days.
I'd be MacGyver.
Yeah, with our Swiss Army knife.
Actually, there's one movie I would love to have starred in, and that was the first movie ever made.
Which was what?
Man in the Moon.
Oh.
I would love to have been an extra in that movie, just to say I was in that movie. Man in the Moon. It's where they actually shot a rocket into space and it landed in the eye of the Man in the Moon.
Actually, that was kind of like a bullet.
I hate Star Trek. Too fake for me.
Yeah, and it did. It looked like
Too
a bullet, but it was
complicated,
a
I would
rocket.
say, for most people. All the science.
And Battlestar Galactica. The new one, not the old one.
Actually,
I
no, both.
haven't seen the
Like the
new
old
one.
one?
Both are good. I'll tell
I'm
you.
sorry, they both have their
Well,
merits.
I'm not saying that the old one isn't good, but I would prefer to be in the new version, the newer series.
Wasn't the old one with Lauren Green?
The old one was with Lauren Green,
Yeah.
and the newer one was with
Dirk Benedict.
No, the newer
Never seen
one had the new guy who played Adama. I can't think of his
I
name.
haven't seen it.
The new one had better looking women.
Mhm.
Most new stuff has better looking women.
Actually, the newer one has Cylon, both male and female Cylon.
Yeah, with Edward James Olmos.
Yeah.
Well, I haven't heard that name in a while. Wasn't he from the TV show there? He was the chief of police, and he had a black guy and a white guy that were cops.
Oh, that was Miami Vice.
Miami Vice.
Miami Vice.
That was an awesome period, yeah.
Now you're going to go back to Starsky and Hutch, and then I'm just going to have to leave.
I've never seen Starsky and Hutch.
I was
Oh,
thinking
good.
the other
You
one
didn't
there
miss
was
out on
Don
much.
Johnson, and
Well,
Chip
I
Turner.
remember Starsky and Hutch, and then I also remember Chips.
Chips
Don't-
I've
Yeah,
seen a bit of.
no. You had to mention Chips. He's the only actor I know of who's still Chips.
Yes,
Damn, dude, move on with yourself, will you?
Eric Estrada.
Yeah.
Okay.
Miami Vice. That's it. No. Don Johnson and Cheech Marin. What the hell show is that? It's a cop show.
Nash Pictures.
Nash
Don
Bridges. That's it. Nash Bridges.
Oh,
Look, if I get that, I'm just going back to the streets of San Francisco. Stuff is all.
That was good too.
And then
And Barney Miller. That's the other one too.
Barney.
Although the A-Team would have been fun.
and then there's what was it?
What about the old cowboy?
Oh, the A-Team. Wouldn't you have liked to have been on the A-Team? Oh,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That would have. Oh, that's one I never even thought of. The
I
A-Team.
remember there's another show that I remembered to watch a while back. I can't think of it.
The old cowboy detective, McLeod.
Not McLeod. It's
No, that was a good one.
Duncan MacLeod of the Clan MacLeod.
No, that's a different McLeod.
that's the Immortal. But there's a show that I remember. Not TJ Hooker. Walker, Texas Ranger.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
Sorry. There's only one person that can be on Walker's Texas Ranger, and that is the guy who played Walker Texas Ranger. Other than that, nobody else is even interested.
Chuck Norris.
Yeah, Chuck Norris. That's it. It was all about him, and anyone else who was an extra wasn't even remembered.
Yep.
It's true. He's not kidding.
So being on that would have been no fun for me. I don't want to be Chuck Norris.
Tales of Solstice, Ghost Whisperer. My wife's watching it right now. It's on the TV.
Oh, I never watched Ghost Whisperer because of her tits.
Yeah, but I don't know if you ever remember F Troop.
After
Jeez, that's old.
What
Yes.
about the Rat Squad?
No, F Troop.
I was always a big fan of Angel and Charmed and Buffy the Vampire Slayer. We used to have ABC night, Angel, Buffy, Charmed in one night, and it was all Charmed, not so much maybe, but Angel and Buffy were basically in the same universe. It was always about a group of friends, and I always imagined myself, what would it be like to be a part of that group of friends? So an extra character, me, in there.
So did you ever watch Friends?
Are you
Well,
talking
yeah,
about
Friends is funny, but
There was an extra group of friends.
Are you talking about the original Charms or the new one?
no, the original Buffy the Vampire Slayer with Sarah Michelle Gellar and Angel.
I know, but you said Charm.
Yeah, I mentioned the shows. I liked those
What I
three,
was
but
asking you is the new one or the older one? The older
the
one.
one that had
Folks, Bob, thanks for having me up, sir. But my breakfast is ready at 11 o'clock in the afternoon, so it's more like brunch. And I shall catch you later. It's been a pleasure.
What do you have?
Please
It
let
has
me
been a
know
pleasure.
when the special one starts, because I've been waiting.
What are you having? What's for brunch?
Bacon and eggs.
All right.
Oh, dude.
I hope you asked it for melting the set pieces.
Gonna have to cook up some bacon and eggs after.
So catch us all
Probably
later.
stealing the set pieces.
Well, Gaffa, I know I'm going to do one more question real quick, and then I'm going to leave probably in another 2 to 3 minutes anyway.
Oh yeah,
so
you're
I'm
two
gonna
and a
ask
half.
you real quick.
Yes.
If you could eat only one thing, it's going to be a quick answer for Gaffa. If you could only eat one thing for the rest of your life, what would that be?
Bacon and eggs.
If I'm not allowed to say chips, which because I've already used that answer for
No, if that's your
then
answer,
I will say bacon buddies.
bacon.
buddies.
What's a bacon buddy?
It's a big mob of fried bacon in between two pieces of buttered bread. The good thing
That
about it is you
sounds
make
really
the
good.
butter so you make thick butter on the bread so that when you put on the bacon, it melts all over the bacon and has that butter flavour within the bacon.
Oh, God damn.
It's a very English thing to have bacon buddies.
Billy, you're getting hungry.
Oh, they're talking about food, and I have nothing in the house. Oh, at least nothing
Well,
that's defrosted.
You've got pewter.
He's not-
Nom 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 nom.
You've got
No,
chips.
you got to heat it up a little bit, mate. It goes down better.
Yeah.
Geez, I would
Black
probably
pudding. Nick
say
says black pudding.
Oh, black
pizza.
Black pudding. That could be no bacon. Nick, it's got to be bacon.
Well,
the hell is
the
black
topping
pudding?
on the you can have whatever topping you want. It has to be pizza for me.
topping. What do you put on your pizza?
Bacon pizza.
Just bacon?
Stuffed crust.
Pepperoni. ham,
No stuffed crust. I would make homemade, and I mean home rolled and everything, homemade pizza with meat, whatever it is, lamb, chicken, pepperoni, salami, bacon, ham, you know, just all on this one pizza with a little bit of sauce and cheese, keeping it together.
It would agree with me later, but I totally agree with that.
You gotta have
on that one. I shall leave you to ponder your breakfast.
Haha, I have chips left.
Gaffa, thank you for hanging out with us.
You gotta have some shrooms with that.
And go for it.
All right, catch ya.
Take care,
Later,
man.
Gaffa. I forgot I had these.
Oh, how old are they? Or did you find those in the dumpster?
I did indeed.
That's what I thought. He's another dumpster diver.
Well,
Dumpster, scrapper, whatever.
No, he's a food diver.
I think he's a scrapper first and a food diver, like, is way down on the list, but it's still there.
He finds the food in the dumpster and he takes it home. It's cheap duck food.
Scrapper. Welcome. Well,
Bacon and pineapple. Nope, can't have pineapple on pizza. It's against the law.
Yeah. No, it's not. I have pizza Hawaii all the time. It's my favorite.
It's against the law.
Yeah, some people really don't like pineapple on pizza.
Don't put it on there.
I don't really care either way, but there are times when I just want all meat on my pizza and I don't want to see any fruit or any vegetables. And yeah, there we have it.
Well, with me, it would be sausage and mushrooms. And that's it.
But
then I'll also
Italian sausage.
Gotta have shrooms.
Shrooms. Oh, shrooms are good. Olives. Good Greek pizza. If you've ever had a Greek pizza is good.
No, I eat the same one every night. Every time I eat pizza. Pepperoni, ham, bacon, mushroom, and green pepper.
Oh, man. I am so freaking hungry. That being said, guys, I think I'm going to end the stream.
No anchovies.
Oh, God. Did you... Don't ever eat that.
You may be being censored, but I don't censor you, but I let it all go. So there you go. You said
a bit of fruit.
All right, but thank you guys for being here. I really do appreciate each and every one of you.
Thanks for letting me up.
Is there anybody that would you guys want to raid?
Is there anybody on? Let me check.
Toy Man's on. He's doing the train stuff.
I'm ready up this late.
Looks like Sterling is live and Stein North is live. And he said Toyman's live, rather.
Stein North is one of my friends, too.
Who's that?
Oh, you would be interested in see what he has to say.
Who?
Stein North.
Stai's actually. Have you ever been over to his channel, KD?
I don't know him.
I think you'd like him. I think you'd like him. Let's go ahead and raid Stai.
Oh, most interesting person alive, other than Gil.
He's got another Stai commercial.
I'm just curious there, Gil. Have you ever seen any of my videos?
No, but I am going to actually start. I'm going to check you out.
I'd appreciate it. Same idea as Scrap Kingdom, but I micro scrap.
Your fellow micro scrapper, yes.
I don't do computers. I just tear down everything right down to the bare nothing. Microwaves, dishwashers, washing machines, dryers.
Yeah, or slot machines, as you call them.
Nice.
Yeah, that's what dryers are.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Steinort's link is in the chat. If you guys want to head over, #GillSkillsRaid, that would be amazing. And I think this live stream got me to the 4,000 watch hours. So I want to thank you all for being
really cool.
Tonight. Yes. So now the climb to 1,000 subscriber on the top of 1,000 subscriber mountain starts. We'll see how that goes.
That's what I'm working on too, man. I'm at 645 or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah,
But I have my watch
it feels
hours.
like it takes forever, doesn't it?
Yeah, but I got the watch hours though. I'm well over 10,000 watch hours. So
Jeez, right on.
Wow.
Right on.
not enough subscribers to get that 4-digit number.
All right, read. Sorry.
So Sty North. Is that what you
Yeah.
said it was?
Yeah,
Press
I
the
put
link
the
is in the
link
chat.
right in the chat. Feel free to head on over. Just say Gill Skills Raid. That'd be fantastic. And until the next time, guys, I'll probably see you tomorrow when we do our Creature Double feature with R5 Adventures, because we're doing that tomorrow night instead. Have a scrap happy day, guys.
Thanks for having me.